So Sign collapsed on the bed, clutching his head like he would been hit, while the system loudly repeated, "The system fee has been overdue for 18 years and 20 days, and will be fully shut down in 30 minutes. User, please recharge immediately." He grimaced and shouted. So annoying. What am I supposed to do? His name is Sosin. 18 years ago, he was lucky enough to transmigrate into this world, a world where humans and monsters coexist. Monsters live in the demon realm, creatures like devils, beasts, and spirits. They often invade residential areas to hunt. Those with awakening talents must venture into the demon realm to grow stronger. The war between humans and monsters has raged for centuries. So Sign thought he hit the jackpot transmigrating with a system in this brutal world, but it turned out his system was in debt. To activate it, he needed money earned from the demon realm. He sighed without awakening talent. Meeting monsters meant certain death. How was he supposed to get money? So he waited 18 years, hoping to awaken his talent. If he could just survive the demon realm and get money, he could activate the system and become a game hacker. Powerless and frustrated, so Sen lay on the bed cursing. But the system would expire in just half an hour. What the hell kind of setup is this? A system I can't even use. So maddening. Suddenly, an alarm blared from outside. Attention, city. A Class C demon Tailao has infiltrated the downtown area. Currently roaming Main Street. Tailao is a neutral demon that only attacks specific targets. Its attack method is to offer money as bait. Anyone who accepts it becomes its hunting target. Everyone must return home, lock all doors, and stay inside. The Hen City Demon Extermination Bureau will ensure citizens' safety. So Sen's eyes immediately lit up. Minty. Free bait. He hesitated a moment, but one Class C demon in one hit would mean death. The thought was crushed instantly as his instinct pushed him to rush outside. What am I waiting for? If I can't activate the system, I want to survive long here. Let us do this. Tailao appeared, black energy engulfing the street. She cackled, teeth flashing like knives. Tailao is offering minty. A nearby demon extermination officer watched, and a policeman asked, "Boss, how much longer will this last?" Taiyu calmly replied, "Almost done. Demons are either brutal or neutral. Brutal ones kill indiscriminately. Neutrals only target specific victims. If Tailao can find anyone to take the minty, she will withdraw herself." Two subordinates at his door scoffed. "Lucky we caught this early, or we would be done for. Last month in Liu City, Tailao killed thousands. Our whole bureau could not catch her," another cop added. "This time, we broadcast across the city. Even idiots want to go out, let alone mess with Tailao." Taiyu nodded. "Finally, we can sleep easy." Suddenly, the cop panicked, yelling, "Boss, look over there." Outside, heavy breathing echoed as Sosen charged like a moth to the flame toward Tailao. His face lit up as if blessed by heaven he found it. Taiyu jumped, pale-faced, as Sosen approached Tailao. "Who is that? What is he planning? Stay back." Tailao quickly turned to lure him. "Young man, do you want minty?" Without a word, Sosen snatched the basket of min from her hands and ran, yelling, "Stole it." Running now, thrilled beyond belief, he left her stunned in the street. Taiyu froze. His subordinate gasped. "Looks like he really did." Tailao stood petrified, muttering, "I'm a demon, not human. Why fear me? How can someone steal from me?" Her face twisted grotesquely, body convulsed violently, then suddenly transformed into a hideous monster. First time Tailao's been robbed. Gotta tear this guy apart. Hen City demon extermination officers chased after her in fear. She has turned into a brutal demon. Chase her down. Tailao roared as she pursued Sosin. "Bro, stop running." He turned around, sweating nervously. "What the hell? Isn't she just a loudmouth? Why is she running so fast?" Suddenly, she opened her mouth wide, revealing a row of razor-sharp teeth. "No one steals from Tailao and gets away." The terrified cop blurted out. "Too late to save him now. He's being chased down closely." Titnats exclaimed, young and reckless. "Never seen anyone dare to kill like that before." Sasan stared intently at the money basket, telling himself there is no turning back now. It is all or nothing. Then he decisively ordered, "System recharge." Without hesitation, the system activated absorption mode. Each currency flickered with light before vanishing into the data space. A massive power surged from his body. Wide-eyed, Sasan received the notification. "Congratulations, user. Recharge successful. You now have 3,500 Ming coins. Congratulations, user. You have unlocked the hack store. Detected you are under attack by a level C demon. Use 1,500 Ming coins to buy a one-time demon banishing skill. Overcome with excitement, Sasan immediately agreed to buy it. At once, spiritual power swirled around his hand. His fingertips lightly touched. The space brightened as a high monk and ancient incantations appeared. The demon banishing golden light, just a wave from the monk, caused the earth to shake. The old woman staggered, screaming in shock. "What is this?" Under the monk's powerful palm pressure, she screamed miserably. Though thrown like a broken kite, she still desperately lunged forward. "You will never truly kill a real freak." After finishing, Sasan exhaled in relief. Even a veteran demon like that old lady was dead. This system is seriously overpowered. Suddenly, his phone rang inside his pocket. Just after he picked up, The voice on the other end urged. Sir Sin, tomorrow is your talent awakening day. Don't forget. Honestly, with our normal birth conditions, we won't get anything later. No money, no backing means you have to risk it all. Otherwise, you won't have a gifted soul. Sleep well today. Tomorrow, if you are not satisfied, fight to the end. Sasan agreed with a casual tone. Got it. Got it. He thought as he walked away. Talent awakening. Now that I have this system, I am crazy confident. What the heck is talent anyway? The system's way stronger by 1,000 times. Agents from the Demon Extermination Bureau in Han City arrived. Shocked. What happened? That was the old man's scream. Not his. Titnadzi looked at the scene. Confused. The old man was killed. His subordinates marveled someone actually pulled that off in Han City. Titnud asked. Can you describe what he looked like? The officer shared. Too far to see clearly. Clenching his fists with determination. We must find him at all costs. The Demon Extermination Bureau needs someone like that. Maybe he can handle the time demon case. The next day, the academy buzzed unusually. The teacher stood in the yard, loudly announcing, Everyone, today is your talent awakening day. We will head to the training grounds outside the city. If successful, you will gain combat abilities to fight demons and become the elite of humanity. But the demon realm is extremely dangerous. One slip and you are dead. Use what you have learned wisely. For the academy's honor, give it your all. The future is bright. Bai Cuddy's heart pounded with worry. Sasain felt nervous. Will we die in the demon realm? Sasain half closed his eyes teasingly. But said, Yesterday you told me to do or die. Fight to the end if not satisfied. Now you are scared. Tears streamed down Bai Cuddy's face as he shouted. Just thinking about the demon realm makes me shake. There are all kinds of freaks in there. How can we possibly defend ourselves? Every single one is worse than the last. No way we want to be scared. Asain placed his hand on his shoulder to comfort him. Don't worry. I got you covered. You will definitely awaken a real talent. The eye slowly stepped forward, eyes full of disdain. Two poor kids dreaming of awakening true talent. You guys are way out of your league. Sasain growled angrily, baring his teeth. This thigh guy sure is a pain. He sneered. I'm wrong. You think just some school knowledge will let you conquer the demon realm? You need money. Backing. Everyone here but you two broke losers hires private tutors for talent awakening. Sasain glanced at Bikit. We are the poorest in school. Maybe that is why we are close friends. His family had troubles. I am an orphan. Thanks to the orphanage head's recommendation, I got into this academy. The Aesir continued with venom. You had better just quit school and stop training. You will die in the demon realm and won't even know when. Bikut snapped back. The Ikes. Mind your own business. We do not need you worrying about us. He coldly retorted. I am just afraid you two useless losers will drag down the academy's average score. Then let you taste the fear of the freaks. With that, he pulled out a pale white skeletal hand. The two demons bared their jagged teeth and lunged forward. Claws swinging straight at Sasun and Bikut. Bikut's face turned purple as he quickly retreated. Damn it! Do not come any closer. Sasun did not react at all. Though he was briefly surprised. Sasun is not scared, Sasun thought to himself. After facing a top-tier masters, these low-level class demons were nothing. The IC stood proudly as classmates gathered around him, his aura sending chills down spines. This is demon energy. Extremely rare and capable of suppressing freaks. The Ich even has demon energy himself, definitely backed by powerful support. His voice laced with sarcasm. He told those poor kids. Here's a little shock to remind you of your place. The schoolyard seemed to freeze, all eyes fixed in one direction. That is Kenta. The students whispered excitedly. He has been missing for a month. Rumored to be undergoing special training from the elders. This time, Kenta will definitely awaken a super strong talent. I wish I could train with him. Tuai called out while approaching. Hey, come here a bit. Sesson coldly asked why. She replied. Have you thought it over? Do you want to be my slave? Without hesitation, he refused outright. I refused and cursed silently. What is wrong with this Tuai girl? Since I enrolled, she has asked me to be her slave multiple times. Does she have some weird fetish or what? Tuai kept persuading. Sir Sin, awakening your talent is the biggest turning point in life. If you become my slave, I will help you awaken a strong talent. Then guys like Thai T1T dare bully you anymore. Sasain was intrigued. Sounded pretty good. Tuai smirked. Confirming, so you agree. But he firmly turned and walked away. Don't bring this up again. I do not need your help. I will awaken a strong talent on my own. Tuai's face darkened. Teeth clenched as she shouted. Stubborn fool. You will regret this. The eye stepped out to blocks of Sin. His voice sharp as a needle. Sir Sin, everyone at Hunthun Academy knows I am after Kint I. If you dare flirt with her in front of me, you will earn yourself a deadly crime. The students quickly boarded the vehicles under the principal's orders. All students boarded swiftly. The awakening point was outside the city. Once on the vehicle, no one was allowed to move around freely. No matter what you see, stay calm. This awakening would have demon tamer escorts accompanying you. Rustling sounds filled the vehicle. Finally, they would see the legendary demon tamers. Becoming a demon tamer required not only awakening powers, but also passing a deadly, grueling test. The vehicle started moving, the roar of the engine breaking the silence. Soon, they stopped at the city gate. The stern guards raised their hands to stop them. Stop the vehicle. No one may enter or leave the city gate without permission. A teacher stuck his head out the window, showing his ID card clearly. Students from Hunter Demon Tamer Academy are going out for a special awakening trial. Please open the gate. After checking, the guards signaled their colleagues, confirming the teachers and students' identities from Hunthun Academy, granting them passage. One guard began entering a code on the control panel. In an instant, the gate emitted an unusual light, making students ask each other in awe. Why is the gate glowing? One excited student said. Don't you know? The gate is engraved with demon suppression formations to keep freaks out. Another classmate added. Not just the gate. The entire city wall is built from demon-repelling materials. As they walked, they discussed how these defenses could block large numbers of normal freaks, but struggled against the strong ones. A few days ago, a powerful demon lord stormed into Hunthun, forcing the whole city to raise an alert. Baikut looked uneasy. I heard outside the city is full of freaks. Not sure if it is true. I have lived here all my life. This is my first time leaving the city. The students suddenly became restless, all eyes turning outside. Look, what is that? Balloons. Why are there so many balloons in the sky? In the quiet night sky, human-shaped balloons floated eerily. Baikut blurted out, strange, there is almost no one alive outside. Where did all these balloons come from? Suddenly, one balloon head in midair turned around, its eyes glowing red with a savage, torn smile. Baikut panicked, mouth wide open, shouting for his mom. Another student also screamed in panic. The torn white cloth fluttered in the wind, gradually revealing a shadowy figure. Everyone stay calm. Do not look out the window. Those balloons are disguised monsters. As long as you do not look at them, they can't hurt you. A student raised his hand, asking, who is that? Looks scary, but definitely not just any monster. A voice deep and rough spoke, covered in dark energy. Let me introduce myself. I am the Spirit Warden, responsible for guiding you through this trial. Surrounded by thick demon aura, all eyes on the bus turned to the Spirit Warden. So that is what a Spirit Warden looks like. Way different from what I imagined. I heard some strong Spirit Wardens even have demon servants. Maybe that is one of those. A student reasoned that those demon-headed balloons have been around for years without being destroyed. So they must be high-level monsters. Amid the chatter, the Spirit Warden pointed quietly at someone sitting at the back of the bus. What is your name? Suddenly, an icy chill filled the air, making everyone shiver involuntarily. So Sun calmly answered, I am Sel. The cloth was pulled aside, revealing a hollow space in the Spirit Warden's abdomen. He praised, you are impressive. When you saw those demon balloons, you were the only one who stayed calm. I am really looking forward to your next move, a student teased. So Sun even got a compliment from the Spirit Warden. Maybe he's just so scared he is frozen in place. Another added, maybe fighting demons with demons. After all, he is a demon spirit himself. So Sun stared quietly outside, thinking the Spirit Warden was right. Facing monsters, he really stayed calmer than most, like Taylor, and the monster of Daiko, and those demon-headed balloons outside the window. 2. Baikut jumped up. Are you crazy? So Sin, dare to look outside again? You will die for sure. So Sen calmly replied. Then there is only one explanation. My mental strength is stronger than most. But in his heart, he guessed it was because he is a time traveler. That is the biggest difference between him and others. The cold night covered the awakening zone, making it feel like a cursed land. As the students got off the bus, the chatter was nonstop. So this is the awakening zone. You can feel the chilling aura even from here. This awakening one be easy. Truong Van stepped forward, voice clear and loud. Everyone, this is the Twilight Elderly Home. The awakening point this time. 50 years ago, it became a demon zone. Extremely dangerous. If anyone wants to back out, now's your chance. Suddenly, a ghost appeared at the window, grabbing everyone's attention. Look over there. Someone's staring out the window. A woman grinned eerily, and other eerie eyes peeked around her. The students shivered. Creepy. Let us. If monsters dare show up with the Spirit Warden here, they must be high-level demons. This time going inside is really a matter of life and death, Truong Van announced clearly. If nobody's backing out, awakening begins. Please enter. Good luck to everyone. So Sign thought, in this world, becoming a Spirit Warden is the highest honor. Though dangerous, no one gives up. The Spirit Warden hovered above the students, reminding them, in the demon zone, rules come first, don't break them unless absolutely necessary. Also, human nature can sometimes be scarier than monsters. So Sun walked, kindly reminding. Baikut, stick close to me. Once all students were inside, the elderly home as speaker crackled to life. Welcome to the Twilight Elderly Home. Your main mission, survive 3 days as hospital staff. Side missions will be assigned randomly. Important, you must meet all patient demands, or you will become their meal. Loika broke out in a sweat upon hearing that side missions were random. This is going to be a huge hassle. A classmate next to him added, if you want a strong awakening talent, you have to complete as many missions as possible. He frowned. Random side missions mean low certainty. We basically can prepare in advance. The system's voice echoed as a glowing aura surrounded So Sin. Host detected entering Demon Zone. Unlocking Skill Shop. Host has 2,000 spirit coins. Suggested skills available. Demon Seal Goldlight 1500 coins. Born Rebel 2000 coins. All things 2000 coins per minute. Sin silently analyzed. The system means my current value is 2000 spirit coins. With that amount, I can only afford one of these 3 skills. Uncle Kim Kwang is a one-time skill, so discard it because in the demon realm, you do not just face demons once, only Born to Rebel and Universal Hint remain. But Universal Hint costs 2000 mint TED per minute, too expensive. Let us see what Born to Rebel is. After thinking, he selects Born to Rebel for 2000 mint T. Instantly, the screen displays info. Skill name Born to Rebel. Price 2000 mint T. Duration 1 day. Usable only in the current demon realm. Skill description. As long as the user acts paradoxically, they receive a random reward. So sign remark. This skill is pretty interesting. The more contradictory my actions, the more surprising the rewards, though they might be good or bad. Totally random, but right now, this suits me best. He finally decides to buy the Born to Rebel skill. Once confirmed, the screen in front of him starts moving as if programmed. Sin frowns thoughtfully. While there is still no demon, might as well check the shop for anything else interesting. Right in front of him is the Reaper Summon skill for 20 million mint T. Sin groans as soon as he sees it. Can you really buy the Reaper? That has to be the strongest skill, but 20 million mint T is absurd. I just robbed 3,500 mint Tezen from that old man. I am broke. Looks like I will have to hustle to gather more mint T. Silence shatters as the door bursts open. The head nurse, covered in blood, enters smiling. Welcome to Sunset Nursing Home. I am the head nurse here. Vingha blushes, stammering. Is this the freak here? She is smoking hot. Another guy says, wide-eyed, what is on your mind? You want to sleep with a demon? Get real, Leica says excitedly. What did the head nurse say? We have to remember everything. The head nurse speaks up. Looks like all the orderlies this time are newbies. Huh? She licks her lips seductively. Baykot shrugs to Sin. If all the demons here are like this, I think I can handle it. Suddenly, the head nurse laughs wickedly. Her smooth skin instantly wrinkles horribly, eyes turning pitch black like all life was sucked out. Looks like you guys still do not get the situation you are in. The students shiver, screaming, what the hell was that? That scared me to death. Can we still run away now? Let me go home. Baykot, pale and trembling. We are screwed. It is already this bad at the start. I wonder what is next. The head nurse shouts. Silence. Next, I will assign each of you your tasks. The students are so terrified they barely breathe, covering their mouths. The head nurse grin stretches ear to ear as she flicks her tongue out, long and wending. If not for the rules binding me, I would have eaten you all by now. The head nurse can hide her excitement as she snaps her fingers. Instantly, all the students have boards appear on their chests. The boards show tasks from orderly to pharmacist and cook. Everyone looks at each other, confused. One guesses it is some kind of id card. The head nurse laughs gleefully. The work card on your chest shows your tasks for today. I hope you all do well. Then the students start reading their tasks out loud. I am an orderly. I am an orderly too. Why am I a cook? Baykot's mouth drops open. Sin says, I am a pharmacist. What about you? After seeing Sin is bored, the other student is puzzled. Sin, why is your task card blank? Ving Ai suddenly points at Sin, shouting, why is there no job title? What is going on? Could it be Sin was not assigned any task? All eyes turn to Sin. The head nurse explains, you are lucky. A blank work card means you have no tasks today. The other student complains nonstop after hearing this. Us blind such good luck for Sin. That is just not fair. Vanhe says disdainfully, why does that poor guy do get all the luck? Why not me? I am pissed off. But Sin decisively rips off the board. I do not want a meaningless life. He throws it to the ground. His voice is hoarse, mixed with frustration and despair. Why does everyone have work except me to just rest? This is not fair. Am I unable to even complete a simple task? Susun clearly stated, I want to work. The atmosphere instantly froze. All the students stood rigid, eyes fixed on him. The system announced he chose to rebel, gaining 3 immunities against demonic attacks. Susun stroked his chin thoughtfully. Immunity to demonic attacks is unbeatable skill. He picked the right perk. Loika blurted out angrily, I want to punch that show off to death. Vong Hai growled, clearly frustrated. Don't block me. I want to go one-on-one with him. A female student chimed in shyly like a bashful girl. You broke the rules. Moments later, her long, disgusting tongue shot towards Susun with a chilling threat. Then I get to eat you. The classmates cheered excitedly. This guy stunned for breaking rules before even starting. Thinking he is always right serves you right. That is the price for showboating. Without hesitation, Susun grabbed the lunging tongue like a weapon, yanked it back hard, and threw in a taunt. Too slippery. Huh. The system announced 1 successful immunity against a demonic attack. 2 left. The head nurse froze on the spot. Whispers started spreading. What? Susun blocked a demonic attack. What is going on? Didn't he fail to awaken talents like us? The head nurse suddenly retracted her long tongue and nodded slowly. Fine then. You will be an orderly, taking care of patients on the top floor. She thought wickedly, the patient up there one to let humanity die easily. The students gasped. Already agreed. Since when are demons so easy to deal with? They urged each other. Let us finish the mission quickly. Only 3 days, do not waste time. Susan tilted his head with a smile. Baikot, you are the pharmacist. Come check out the pharmacy with me. But Loika stepped out to block their way. He asked arrogantly, Susan, how did you block the head nurse's attack? Tell me, are you carrying any tools against demons? Susan glared back. Why should I tell you? Loika lunged angrily, grabbing his collar. If you do not tell me, do you believe I will kill you right here? This is the demon zone. Killing someone here is easier than stepping on an ant. Show me now. Baikot called Susan's name in fear, but he calmly said, I am not carrying any tools. That is why demons do not attack me. He explained that Lavoy reminded him to meet all patient demands, and the head nurse is not a patient. After getting what he wanted, Loika smirked. So that is it, damn. I knew you did not have any tools. Then he signaled Vong Nai behind him. Vong Nai immediately understood, pointed straight at the head nurse. My big bro does not want to work. Get him some rest? She instantly stuck out her sharp tongue. It plunged deep into Vong Nai's chest, sucking the life out of his convulsing body. Loika's eyes widened in horror as he instinctively stepped back. The head nurse tilted her head, lips curling up to her ears. Anyone else want to rest? Step forward. The sight sent chills down the other students' spines, and they hurriedly left. You scared me to death. The guy with the swollen face was drained to a husk. Move on. Stop staring, the head nurse shouted, warning them to find their own work spots. If you do not finish the mission, I will make sure you die ugly. Loika yelled in fury. Susan, you dare lie to me? Turning away, Susan casually insulted him as an idiot with disgust, as Baikot worriedly asked, if you come with me to the pharmacy, what if the patient you care for gets anxious waiting? He calmly replied, I want to get some gear from the operating room. As the door opened, Baikot froze on the spot. What is this? Looking at the messy room, surgical knives scattered around, he whispered, is this the operating room? A slaughterhouse? Maybe? The scene made Baikot's heart skip a beat. How can a pharmacist work in this environment? He painfully tapped Baikot's head. Susan coldly reminded, what are you thinking? We are in the demon zone. Did you think you would get an office here? As the scissors slid across pigskin, blood sprayed like rain, Susan stared at the scissors and said, no reaction. Looks like just ordinary surgical tools. Baikot gasped. Susan, what are you doing? The academy warned not to touch anything in the demon zone. It is full of parasitic demon energy and dangerous spirits. Susan ignored the warning and kept slicing with his knife. That was not right either. Suddenly, a dark aura burst from the hammer, catching his attention. Then, a fierce skull appeared, its jaw moving menacingly. Susan stayed unfazed and smashed the skull with the hammer. Instantly, the system screen popped up, showing he had successfully resisted one demonic attack. With one resistance left, congrats! You have obtained the blood-stained demon hammer. Susan grinned at the hammer in his hand. So it is true. A place like the surgery room really does hold demon energy. He left excitedly to check out the medicines. Standing before a locked door, he muttered, it is locked. To open, I need the key. Then Susan turned to Baikot and said, you are the pharmacist, right? You should be able to get the medicine cabinet key. Once you have it, grab some medicine for me, he called out as Susan left. Susan, what exactly are you planning? Susan waved his hand dismissively. Don't he worry about me. Stay safe. I am going to check on the patient upstairs. A shout of la that then echoed down the hospital hallway. Susan stood carefully outside the door, observing. Inside, a boy was wailing in pain, clutching his arm. The demon sitting on the bed smirked, cutting off 2 of the boy's fingers first, warning him not to disobey again. The boy screamed, I won't dare anymore. I promise. Outside, Trongvan was anxious, wondering what was happening inside. It was the kid's first time in the demon zone. He hoped they would come out safe. A female reporter approached, saying, Director Trongvan, I am Dan from the exorcism office. She wanted to film some outstanding students throughout the trial to showcase and boost faith in humanity's fight against demons. He took the chance to promote. Reporter Dam, you have come to the right place. Handan Academy has no shortage of top students like Kintu-I, and they both exceptional. This trial will definitely awaken their demon control abilities. Damvi was thrilled. Director True, please show footage of Kintu-I and that right away. But the demon controller mentioned Susan. Dave asked, Demon controller, what did you say? He repeated, I suggest we watch Susan's trial. He is one of the most gifted students I have ever met. I am very eager to see his performance. Damvi's face lit up immediately. If the demon controller says so, we will follow his lead and livestream Susan's trial. Trongvan did not hesitate and activated the spirit projection. The image of Susan standing face to face with a demon appeared on the magical screen. Everyone watched intently. Trongvan's expression suddenly turned serious. What is going on? Why is this kid so close to the demon? You are not supposed to get near demons, that is safety protocol. Damvi voiced concern. Demon controller. This student seems a bit reckless. Are you sure he is really gifted? The demon seems sincere in his warning. The young man is really enthusiastic. Thanks. You helped me get out. I want to find my old friend and talk, but secretly he thought, the moment you caught me, you are trapped. Someone this inexperienced has to share with an old friend. Susen stepped forward, grabbed the demon's crotch tightly, then yanked hard, making the demon struggle. He smirked mockingly. No need to thank me. The demon curled his legs in pain. Eyes dazed. Trong Van was astonished after watching that scene. Damvai's mouth dropped open. Did he just take the demon's crutch? What is he planning? Susan's system beeped, giving him a rebellious choice. He chose it and got a plate of beef stew with potatoes. He grumbled. The rewards really are random. This one's not just useless, it is completely pointless. The demon's eyes glowed red as he ordered. Boy, what are you doing with my crutch? Give it back to me now. Susen crossed his arms and negotiated calmly. I will ask you a question. If you answer right, I will return it. The demon responded. What if I am wrong? Susen replied. If you are wrong, I will give you 80. Then he pulled out the blood-stained demon hammer and said, First question, how many times did I blink today? The demon looked confused. Without another word, Susen slammed the hammer on his head and shouted, 80. Caught off guard, the demon screamed in pain, staggering as if about to collapse. He hissed out each choked syllable. You bastard. Is this the 80 you promised? Susen raised the bloodied hammer high and shouted the number 80 again. The resounding blow sent the demon sprawling, its body twitching like it was electrocuted. It collapsed heavily to the ground. Defiantly challenging, you are bold. I am the fierce spirit here, hit me back hard. The shout of 80 rang out once more like a verdict. Susen swung the hammer without hesitation. Then another sharp 80 burst from his mouth. Damvi was stunned, exclaiming, is this really a newbie? Just starting out and already smashing a demon? Normally, trainees encountering demons are cautious and fearful. Right? The spirit user observed cautiously, brave but careful. Susen must have realized that although this demon is strong, it relies heavily on its heavy boots. Without them, it can barely move. Plus, that hammer is a demon weapon. Damvi excitedly cheered. Right from the start, he managed to get a rare weapon. Susen really has skill. After defeating the demon, Susen exhaled sharply. He glanced at the corpse, frowning, and asked dryly, is it dead? Moments later, the demon's soul quietly surfaced. It said emotionally, Kid, thank you for killing me, freeing me from being enslaved by demons. Susen's tone turned cold. Tell me your story. The demon sighed. My story is simple. I was a human soldier. After being wounded, I came here to recover. But the demon realm invaded. I got trapped here and turned into a demon. Kid, before I vanish completely, I want to give my relic to my old friend. Can you fulfill my last wish? Susen was briefly surprised when the system issued a side quest to fulfill the last wish of the patient in room 404. Damvi frowned. Susen already triggered a side quest, even though it offers a big reward to help them awaken stronger powers. The trial just started. There is no rush to take on side quests now. Trong Van agreed. Right? Side quests are usually dangerous and can cause chain reactions in the story. This trial lasts 3 days. No need to hurry, caution comes first. Meanwhile, Susen agreed to fulfill the old man's wish. The old man praised warmly. Young man, you truly are a good person. Then he directed Susen's gaze toward a metal cabinet. What I want to give my old friend is a box of candy in the drawer over there. Susen opened the drawer and confirmed it was indeed that box. As he lifted the box, the system announced, Congratulations on receiving the relic of patient 404, a box of candy symbolizing sweetness, and a grenade left as a memento from his soldier days. The old man asked the young man to deliver the items to room 204 downstairs. Thank you. Watching Susen's back, the old man felt a heart full of happiness. Damn it! This is the last gift I give you. This living gift will surely suit your taste. Beside, Susen was way too bold, not only accepting the side quest but openly delivering the package. Our filming might have to wrap up soon. The dry footsteps of Susen echoed slowly, sending chills as he walked. He murmured the room numbers. Suddenly, long tangled hair fell from the hospital ceiling, paired with blazing red eyes filled with hatred. A female demon suddenly appeared, blocking Sin, but he brushed her aside like flicking a curtain. Step aside. Do not block my mission. Stopping before door 204. He nodded. This is the place. Without hesitation, Susen knocked on the door. A hoarse voice answered from inside. Who is there? Susen's lips curled into a mischievous smile. Delivery here. Right to your door. Neep opened the door. Puzzled. Delivery? You deliver in the demon realm now. Susen held up the box, smiling. Your package. Please sign for it. As she took the box, she quickly recognized it. My husband's box. So he sent you. But half a second later, Neep's eyes turned fiery red and filled with murderous intent. Young man, you came at the perfect time. I am starving. The atmosphere froze for a moment. Susen grabbed the door and grinned. If you like it, do not forget to give a 5-star rating. Neep laughed heartily, sticking out her unusually long tongue. I am very pleased with you. After I eat, I will definitely leave a good review. As the box lid opened, she was horrified to see a grenade inside. Neep threw the box away and angrily charged at Susen. The grenade exploded violently, a red blaze erupting and shaking the entire room. Susen stood outside, amazed. Sure enough, even the demon realm's explosions could not stop it. Firearms were useless against demons. The door opened, and Susan saw Nip lying flat on the floor. But this demon seemed crippled by the blast to a surprising relief. Trong Van Ha gasped. Was not he just on a support mission? Damvi was stunned and blurted out, why was there still a grenade on him? Trong Van chuckled. It seemed the demon was blasted so badly it lost the ability to move, except for my special physical skills. A young man spoke up. The grenade was something Susan had gotten from a previous patient. Normally, no one would think to use firearms to blow up demons. The demon tamer explained that in typical demon realm dungeons, firearms just anger demons but have no real effect. Firearms could still deal some damage. Susan thought quite clever. Damvi's gaze shifted too. He had assumed Susan was reckless, but turns out he is at the 9th floor. Nip lifted her head, voice full of resentment. Using the grenade against the demon. Are you even human? I want to spare you even if I become a demon. Susan pulled out his hammer with a smile. Then I will make sure you never become a demon. She looked terrified and turned to flee. Shouting, this is demon energy. What do you want? Don't he come any closer. Susan grabbed her ankle, lifted her up, then laughed triumphantly. Cute old lady, do not be scared. I'm rough, but bear with me. Nip screamed in terror. Help, I am not going outside. The demoness nearby froze at the scene. Susan glared and asked, what are you looking at? She panicked. Ran off, clutching her head and wailing pitifully. So scary, Trong Van muttered. Brilliant scaring demons into running wild. I have never seen a student enter so recklessly during awakening trials. Damvi commented. Technically, Susan had already killed 2 demons. His score would surely skyrocket. If he could survive the next 2 days, he would definitely awaken a powerful ability. But the demon tamer contradicted them. Susan had not killed the 2nd demon yet. Nip lowered her voice to beg. Young man, I mean no harm. Please let me go. Susan sneered. Now I am your nurse. How could I just let you go? She screamed in terror. I do not want you as my nurse. And I do not need one. We have nothing to do with each other. He swung his hammer straight down on her head, making her grimace and order her to shut up. After finishing, he happily read the notifications he had chosen to rebel. Becoming nurse for a patient who did not want one. He received a special demon scent oil from Lysun, reminding that emits a fragrance like demons, attracting demons nearby. Nihip trembled, pleading. Young man, I am badly injured now. I am no threat to you. Please let me go. Susan smirked and turned, dragging her along. You are hurt now. How can I feel at ease? I will take you to see the pharmacist. Nip screamed wide-eyed. Let me go. I want to return to my room. A harsh hammer strike to her head made her bite her tongue. The demoness nearby was sweating bullets too scary. Nip struggled in vain. Help me. Baycott sat curled up in a corner, mumbling. But a bless. But a protect. Demon stay away. Let me survive 3 days. Susan suddenly appeared, making his hair stand on end. Baycott's face turned pale as he jumped in fright like seeing a ghost. He quickly regained composure and recognized his friend. Susan, you scared me. I thought you were a demon. Susan threw Miss Nip toward him coldly. I am bringing you a demon. Baycott and the demon stared wide-eyed at each other. He hugged his knees, then yelled, Susan, why did you bring this demon here? Susan pressed Nip's head down and smirked. Don't he be scared. She is a cute old lady. Come on, smile. She hissed bitterly. Demons have dignity too. Do not be so cruel. Immediately, a hammer strike from below hit her back, throwing her backward. Afterward, Susan shrugged helplessly. Nip spun around in a flash with lightning-fast moves, then grinned madly and hauntingly. Baycott screamed fearfully. Stop laughing. Your smile looks even scarier. Susan suddenly stepped forward, stomping on Nip Heap's hand, making her momentarily flustered. Wondering if you got the key yet. Baycott scratched his head awkwardly. Not yet. I have been sitting here all this time. No clue where to find the key. Susan glanced down thoughtfully. It seemed getting the key would not be easy. He smiled with delight and called the old woman adorable, asking the pharmacist to check her wound. She lifted her head and requested, Young man, please examine my injury. I was hurt by a grenade explosion. Baycott broke into a cold sweat, exclaiming, injured by a grenade explosion. That is the first time I have heard someone use a grenade to blow up a goal. Ridiculous. Got nothing better to do. Nip snapped, sitting up with a smirk. Exactly. Got nothing better to do. Susan cleared his throat. Ignore the small stuff. Focus on the main task. Baycott froze when he heard the announcement for a side mission to treat a patient in room 204. He asked Susan if he should accept the side mission. Susan stroked his chin and replied, Take it. It is probably the key to getting that lock. Baycott immediately told Miss Nip, I can treat you. He was startled when she said, if medicine from the cabinet was needed, to get the key from the head nurse. Baycott hurriedly told Susan, We have got to lead. The key is with the head nurse. He ordered sternly, Take us to the head nurse. Suddenly, Nip panicked and refused. The head nurse? No way. I am not going. Susan raised his hammer threateningly. She fearfully explained, Although the head nurse is not the strongest goal here, She manages this place and uses the Ghoul Realm's rules to kill both humans and ghouls. He slammed the hammer down and growled. Take us there. She grimaced and yelled. Stop hitting. I will take you. Neep thought to herself, if you want to rush to your death, I want to stop you. If you die, I am free to search on my own. As they walked, Susan asked, earlier you said the head nurse is not the strongest ghoul here. Then who is? She turned back and said, the head chef. He is the fiercest and most powerful ghoul here. Even we have to show respect. Damn V. Feeling dizzy, asked on Liv, what exactly does Susan want to do? I do not get it. Trongvan squinted and adjusted his glasses. I do not understand either. Ordinary students entering the Ghoul Realm for the first time are cautious, but he is pushing himself from place to place. Scene shifts inside the awakening point, where a trainee walks slowly holding a tall stack of trays. The head chef looked annoyed. It is just a little task, but you are dragging it out. If I were not short-staffed, I would have tossed you into the pot long ago. The trainee stumbled, dropping the top plate. A loud crash echoed as it hit the ground. The head chef whipped around with a bullet-like glare. The trainee panicked. Chef, I did not mean to. I was wrong. I will clean it up right away. The head chef stormed forward holding a knife. No need. Breaking kitchenware here means you go into the frying pan. The trainee, scared stiff, backed away, yelling, help, I want to retreat. The head chef, shiny knife flew through the air and pinned the trainee's head, making him scream in pain. The chef dragged the trainee toward the frying pan like a sack. Troublesome. Still short-staffed. Back with Susan. Neep walked along laughing happily. Wait till breakfast tomorrow. Then you can meet the head chef. Remember, never say his cooking's bad or he will get furious. She stopped and announced, we have arrived. The head nurse is inside. Susan read the sign on the door. Living, do not come close. Ghoul behavior unpredictable. Baykot's face turned pale as he muttered. Seeing these two lines, there is no good ending going in. Neep behind them laughed wickedly, revealing, the head nurse's greatest pleasure is eating rookies. You two are exactly her taste. Especially you. She loves gnawing on ribs. After hearing that, Baykot trembled like a scared dog. Susan, maybe we should turn back. Survive 3 days somehow, and the awakening trial will end soon. Neep lowered her voice. She also advises not to provoke the head nurse. Follow the rules here if you want to live. Susan's eyes did not waver as he said, let me go. She froze, stunned in the cold air. That sentence shocked Baykot deeply as well. Susan smirked. Facing the head nurse is really dangerous. Baykot, wait for me outside. If I do not come out, you head back to the medical room fast. As soon as he finished, Baykot stepped forward and grabbed his arm to stop him. He spoke without looking away. Susan, you stay back. Let me go. Susan refused. No need. You wait outside. Baykot stepped forward, eyes full of determination. Listen, if you go, it is too dangerous. I am the pharmacist. This is my side mission. I have a good reason and a chance. Susan asked worriedly. Baykot, can you really do this? Don't push yourself. He lightly touched the wooden door. Do you remember what I said when I called you? Given our conditions, average talent. No money. No connections. This time we really have to risk it all. I want to change my worthless life. No fear of death. If I am not satisfied, I will go all the way. Baykot decisively pushed the door open, loudly shouting, just risk. Even Madame Neep had to see him differently now. Unexpectedly, that cowardly kid was still trustworthy at the crucial moment. Too bad. The head nurse is not one to bargain with. Susan raised his ghostly energy and reminded, Baykot, if you are in danger, scream once. I will come right away. Inside, Baykot cautiously glanced around. Why is it so dark in here? Suddenly the door slammed shut with a deafening bang. Baykot's hair stood on end as he reflexively called out, Mom, I can see a thing. This is reckless. Too impulsive. I should not have come in here. In the pitch-black room, lit only by a flickering oil lamp, the head nurse sat cross-legged, amused, saying, the newbie has arrived. Baykot broke into a cold sweat, stammering out her title. As the dark aura flared up, her eyes gleamed. What brings you here? Baykot banged his head on the ground. Showing respect. I came to pay my respects. The head nurse's curious eyes twinkled as she laughed. Pay respects. Interesting. You are the first to come here voluntarily to pay respects. Outside, Madame Heap calmly folded her hands behind her back and left. Let us go back. I have never seen a human come out alive after entering this gate. Susan swung his arm in anger, gritting out each word, hitting hard enough to knock Madame Neep down helplessly. Inside, the head nurse stepped toward Baykot, laughing. Human, do you know, I love the darkness. The human world is too bright. One day, this world's sun will be snuffed out. The whole world will sink into darkness, becoming a playground for demons. When that time comes, the director himself will come, she answered rapidly. Right? 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 You are absolutely right. The head nurse blushed and gently lifted his chin. That obedient. Huh. It has been a while since a human made me this comfortable. You have successfully awakened my desire. The oil lamp flickered out as screams erupted. Head nurse. Do not. The screams echoed from inside, making Susan extremely anxious. It was Baykot's voice. Something's wrong. Madame Neep laughed loudly. I told you that kid would not survive. Inside came Baikat's terrified screams and the head nurse, teasing laughter. You are blushing. So-sun paused briefly. Wait, that sound does not seem right. 3 minutes later. Baikat's eyes sparkled as he pushed open the door. Madame Neep, he survived and came back. That is a bit surprising, So-sun anxiously asked. Baikat, are you okay? He scratched his head awkwardly and grinned with eyes squeezed shut. How could anything happen? I handled it easily and got the key. So-sun eagerly clapped Baikat on the shoulder. Baikat, how did you get the key? He gaped in amazement and explained. It was simple. I just knelt down as soon as I entered. So-sun smiled meaningfully. Nothing else besides kneeling. Baikat blushed slightly and answered briefly. Nothing else. Later, when the three stood before the medicine cabinet, Baikat volunteered to open it, but suspicious. Stopped him. This seems too easy. Let me do it. Calmly, he stepped forward and inserted the key into the lock. The moment it clicked open, a demon hidden in the cabinet for years appeared as the dusty medicine cabinet was finally opened. Baikat jumped back. This is bad. The lock concealed a demon. Suddenly, a shield appeared, blocking the demon's attack, leaving it stunned. The system announced success. 1 immunity to a demon's attack. No more left. Baikat was unfortunately injured in the face and anxiously asked So-sin, are you okay? So-sin frowned. The danger in the demon realm is really hard to guard against. Looks like the reason the head nurse gave you the key was because she was sure you would not survive opening that cabinet door. Madame Neep gaped, thinking even the lurking demon here could not kill So-sin without great strength. It is impossible. This kid is no joke. He must be a hidden powerhouse. I would better just obediently follow him from now on. So-sun quickly achieved his goal. He got it. Time to rest and wait for tomorrow's breakfast. On the second day, the alarm suddenly rang, signaling breakfast time. In 20 minutes, everyone was to head to the dining hall. So-sun opened his eyes, still looking sleepy. Madame Nip politely handed him a face towel with both hands. Young Master Su, wipe your face. So-sun was not surprised and took it. Seems she has finally come to her senses. If you behave now, I won't make things hard for you. She bowed deeply. Yes, I will do exactly as you say. Young Master Su. He stepped down gently. Firm in voice, let us to the dining hall. Madame Hip was puzzled, saying the broadcast said to arrive in 20 minutes. He coldly explained, get there early. I have business. Upon arrival, Madame Nip introduced the dining hall and explained meals start promptly every day. Anyone late or who complains about the food gets punished. Su-sen's lips twitched slightly, curious about the kitchen's location. She pointed to the side, right next to him, and firmly headed toward the kitchen. Wait here. I am going to check the kitchen. Madame Nip hurriedly warned. Young Master Su, the head chef is ruthless and short-tempered. Why do you want to go there? Su-sun raised a hand to signal. I am just checking if he has finished cooking. As he stepped in, he wondered, is this the kitchen? Inside, the head chef and a female demon were preparing food. The strong, pungent fishy smell made him cover his nose before even entering fully. The head chef barked at the female demon to hurry up. If it were not for the staff shortage, he would never let a scared little demon like her help. She was terrified, nervously saying yes. Yes, the head chef slammed a knife on the table, shouting, yes? What kind of yes is that? Never seen such a scared demon like you. The more I look, the more annoyed I get. If I could kill demons, I would chop you up right now. After watching for a bit, Su-sin figured he would have to lure the head chef away. Then he dropped some demon-repelling oil on the floor, a special oil Sun got from the system. Let us see if it works. The head chef quickly sniffed the scent. He turned and ordered, you keep cooking. I am going to check something outside. The female demon agreed immediately. The head chef followed the scent, drooling. The smell was amazing. Better than human meat. Seizing the chance, Su-sin jumped into the kitchen. This was his moment. The female demon startled. Why are you here? Su-sin. She drew a hammer fiercely. Warning. One wrong move and I will smash you. Trembling, she covered her mouth, too scared to utter a sound. Su-sin pulled out a sedative from his pocket, poured it into the cooking pot. Joking, the head chef's food is a bit too much. I am just adding some flavor. Done, he warned the female demon. Don't tell the head chef or I will smash you instead. Terrified, she nodded repeatedly. Su-sin thought to himself, this scared demon may look fierce, but she is nothing like a true demon. Mealtime had arrived, and demons began gathering at the dining hall. Finally, it was time to eat. They praised the head chef as delicious blood meat, so much it made you want to keep eating. An annoyed demon slapped a student's head hard. Why rush so much? Don't you see I'm moving slowly? The student hurried back to help him. I will help you. Loika also got smacked once. What are you spacing out for? Go get me some water to wash my hands. He struggled to sit up. Yes, I am getting the water. Carrying the basin toward demon Loika, he respectfully said, Sir, please wash your hands. He thought bitterly. Damn old, I have served you all day, suffering more than my whole life combined. When I become a demon master, I will settle this with you. That old geezer. Su-sin walked calmly under Madame Nip's guidance. Young Master Su, please this way. A student gasped. Did I see that right? That demon called Su-sin young master. Another friend echoed. Is the demon crazy or am I? That demon is polite to Su-sin. Madam Nip messaged Su-sin's shoulder gently and kindly said, Young Master Su, waking up early is tiring. Let me massage your shoulders. All eyes turned to them. What is going on? A demon serving a human. Does Su-sin know magic? A student whispered. Loika, the poor guy. Su-sin actually tamed a demon. Su-sin frowned, wondering how he managed that. Now everyone was just ordinary humans. Any demon could kill them. That student guessed only one thing. The demon Su-sin cared for must be the weakest here, even losing to ordinary people like them. Loika nodded thoughtfully. This kid's really lucky, ran into a weak demon, killed a freak, and now can boost his reward for clearing the stage. Outside, Damvi's eyes were wide as she reported. A student entered the demon zone for the first time and tamed a freak demon. Guess I have learned something new today. She frowned in curiosity, but I still was not clear on what Su-sun wanted to do. Trungvan spoke up, Master Demon Tamer. Do you know about this? He folded his arms seriously. I have a theory, but it is crazy no one's ever tried it before. Let us watch and see. Then the demon tamer rested his chin thoughtfully. As the clatter of the food cart echoed through the hall, the chef shouted loudly while walking, Time to eat. The food was barely served before getting plenty of complaints. What is this smell? Rotten. The stench from that rice basket was overwhelming. Moments later, steam rose from the bowls, filling the room with a strange aroma that made everyone shudder. The dining hall was deathly silent. The chef shot sharp glances around like knives. Time to eat. The students kept covering their noses, grumbling nonstop. Is this even rice? The bathroom smells better than this. How can anyone eat this? Loika was equally disgusted. This stuff is not fit for humans. Pigs would not even touch it. But the freak demon ate it with delight. Delicious. The chef's skills have really leveled up. The taste stunned Loika for 2 seconds. What? Delicious. The freak demon nodded approvingly. This breakfast is amazing. It smells like stinky tofu. One bowl's not enough. Give me another. It would been a while since I had something this good. The students looked on wide-eyed, open mouth. Delicious. Huh, really? Could this breakfast really be like stinky tofu? It smells rotten, but tastes good. Which brave soul wants to try some? One guy volunteered, scooping a big spoonful into his mouth. Let me try. I am starving. He ate it for everyone, then shut his eyes and chewed eagerly. Moments later, he started choking and gagging worse than puke. Benat watched, amused. This is gonna be good. The chef strode up and yelled at the poor guy. What did you say? The guy trembled with fear. The chef growled. You do not have to eat it, but do not say my cooking is bad. The unlucky guy quickly clasped his hands, begging, sorry, chef, I was wrong. Please, spare me this time. The chef ignored him, slapped him on the head with the ladle, and walked away like nothing happened. I went to deliver breakfast to the head nurse, quickly. You guys, breakfast ends in half an hour. The students started whispering. Looks like if the food's bad, it breaks the death rules here. There is no way to guard against it. Luckily, I held back from tasting it. But now I am starving if I do not eat here. What else can I eat? One student panicked and ran off, screaming pitifully. This is not a weak demon. It is clearly a terrifyingly strong one. Help me. Benat suddenly appeared behind, her voicey. Weren't you trying to catch me? What are you running for? With that, her sharp nails pierced through the student's chest, grabbing his heart. Blood dripped drop by drop. The student stammered. So cold. My body's freezing. My heart's empty. Without hesitation, Benip threw the bloody heart aside. Su-sin frowned, impressed. That old lady's a real expert. Benip approached Loika, her voice steel hard. Now only you are left. The boy fearfully handed Benip a stack of money, begging, Don't kill me. I have Ming currency. I will give it to you. Please spare me. She snarled like a wild beast. That is not nearly enough to buy your life. Loika was so scared he peed his pants and collapsed to the ground. Benat covered her nose, sneering. Worthless. Scared enough to pee your pants. 20 minutes later, the sedative in the food kicked in. The freaks nodded off, so sleepy, then slumped over the table asleep. I will nap a bit. Wait for the chef to clean up. Then we will move on. Half an hour later, the students buzzed. All the freaks are asleep. So what do we do now? Didn't the chef say eating time is half an hour? Half an hour's up. Why is not the chef back yet? Su-sin stood up excitedly. Full now. Time to get serious. He quickly summoned a blood-stained demon hammer. A female student gasped, whispering, Su-sin, what are you doing? Go back. Do not wake the demons. But he said nothing. Just swung the hammer hard at the demon's head. Blood splattered everywhere. The female student froze in place. Then after recovering, she screamed loudly. Su-sin kept swinging down his hammer, shouting 80. Once done, he calmly moved on. Mission complete. Next up was the second guy. A trainee jumped up straight, shouting, Su-sin, what are you trying to do? Sin raised his hammer. He yelled to stop him, but Su-sin swung without hesitation. Nearby trainees gasped. Is Su-sin really this fierce? Is he trying to kill all these demons? Why did not we realize how gutsy he was before? A friend quietly guessed that hammer must be demon energy. Otherwise, how could he kill those freaks? Outside, Zaim V was a bit shocked. This Asin guy is crazy. Only madmen can describe him. Trying, Vin stroked his chin, noting that from the moment Sevsevsign entered the demon realm and reached the pharmacy, he had already started setting things up. A deep strategist, the demon tamer judged. Looks like my guess was right. Sesign intends to wipe out all the demons here. No one has ever done that during the awakening trial. Meanwhile, Sevsevsign strode fiercely toward the last demon in the dining hall. His hammer whistled like thunder as it came down. Done. He exhaled deeply. The system announced he had killed all the patients in the Twilight Sunset nursing home and earned the title Demon Slayer General. Special hint: the Demon Slayer General title keeps your sanity score from dropping below 50 in any situation. He shrugged and said, Sanity score. It is said this score matters most in the main demon world exploration quest, a vital personal trait for every demon tamer. Sesen suddenly froze. Wait, that can be right. Did I really kill all the patients? He looked confused at Miss Nip. Aren't you also a patient here? She quickly corrected him. Master, I am not a patient here. When the demon realm descended, I happened to be at this nursing home, and I even had a twilight romance with an old man here. Net whispered. Master, I am not trying to hide anything or cause harm. Fear gripped her reason. This killer must never get angry. She truly did not want to be smashed by a hammer. Murmurs erupted. All the demons in the dining hall were killed. They could not believe their eyes. Esu Sin wiped out every last demon alone. Is this guy fearless? The hospital loudspeaker announced. All patients in the Twilight Sunset nursing home have been killed by demon realm rules. If patients vanish, the orderlies lose their purpose. Once the head nurse wakes, she will kill everyone. Trainees panic, shouting, What? The head nurse wants to kill us all. What do we do now? Sir Sin, are you trying to kill everyone? Luca chimed in. Exactly. We can let him get away with this. It is all his fault. Bind him now. They, led by Advanced Onsen, cursing. You caused this disaster. You must answer to everyone. Tie him up and hand him over to the head nurse to atone. Sasign barely turned. Voice icy. If anyone dares to nag again, I will rip their heart out. Nip grinned. Let me see whose heart tastes better. The others instantly paled. Sasign strode past them, sneering. A bunch of cowards. Nihip whispered. Master Sess, it is too dangerous to go after the head nurse now. He reasoned. The demon realm warned that once the head nurse wakes, she will kill everyone. That means she must be eaten breakfast and fallen into a deep sleep. Sasign gently pushed open the door and glanced inside. The chef and head nurse were both fast asleep. Nip could not hide her admiration. Master is truly foresighted. The chef and head nurse are both unconscious. He quickly seized the moment, raised his hammer, and smashed repeatedly on the chef's head. Blood splattered everywhere. 5 minutes later, the system announced. Side quest activated. After killing the chef, no one cooks for the nursing home patients. Prepare a delicious meal for them, and at least earn praise from one patient. He staggered to his feet, wiped sweat, and sighed. I have to say, that chef was tough to kill. Other demons only took about a dozen hammer strikes, but this guy took 5 straight minutes. His blood was thick and tough. Without hesitation, he spun and targeted the head nurse. All patients were dead, so this side quest seemed impossible. Besides, no normal person could cook a decent meal from that rotten, full-smelling mess. The likely outcome: all the demons would be furious and swarm to kill him. Susain raised his hand holding the hammer, muttering softly. It was like every step in the demon abyss sent chills down your spine. Everywhere was a death trap. Before he could act, the head nurse woke up. Susan jumped in surprise. She is awake. The head nurse's eyes went wide, and she shouted loudly, What do you want? Without wasting time, Susan smashed the hammer straight into her head. The nurse clutched her wound, snarling, Are you looking for death? Another hammer strike hit her head before she could react again. With just a flick from the head nurse, Susan flew back like a kite with a broken string and crashed to the ground. Gritting his teeth, he said, Didn't expect her to wake up so soon. Damn, I watched from outside. Panicked. It is doomed. Does Susan even have a chance to survive? Trongvan did not hesitate to reply. No chance left. Susan did well. Just unlucky this time. The head nurse angrily stuck out her long tongue. You killed the head chef, you worthless human. Breaking the rules here, Susan said firmly. Head nurse, I know I am doomed. I am not afraid to die. My head may fall, but I will leave a scar as big as a bowl. Can you at least let me choose how I die? I like that. Shows you have got some sense. Tell me, how do you want to die? Susan slowly. I want to die enjoying it. The female demon shook her head repeatedly. I want tea. Susan asked again. You do not want to return to the Sunset nursing home, her eyes wide. She nodded. You say you can help me stay in this world, but I have to do some things. Will you agree? Become my demon servant, and you can stay here. I promise not to harm you. The female demon agreed instantly without a second thought. Susan was stunned. Was it really that easy? This cowardly demon seemed a bit lacking in smarts. He held out his hand, commanding, Give me your cursed item. Truong Van's eyes widened in surprise. This kid wants to recruit a demon servant. Only a demon with a cursed item can be recruited, but the chance a demon has one is 1 in 1,000. And it requires 100% consent from the demon. It is insanely rare. Damvi was horrified. This was unheard of. Becoming a true demon tamer and already recruiting a demon servant. Meanwhile, the female demon pulled a box from her bag and handed it to Su-Sin. Su-Sin stared at the box in disbelief. A pencil case. Can this really be a cursed item? Aren't demon cursed items usually bones or weapons? But no matter how hard he tried, he could not open it. Su-Sin bit down hard on his fingertip. Whatever. I will accept the demon servant. Deep red blood dripped onto the demon's box. Instantly, the air around them lit up as if an invisible contract had been sealed. Damvi shouted excitedly. It worked. Su-Sin set a record. Truong Van nodded in approval. No wonder he is from our school. This kid has brought glory to the academy. Damvi looked toward the demon tamer with surprise. Master Demon Tamer. Why do you look worried? His eyes glowed red as he pondered deeply. A demon tamer can only sign a contract with one servant in their lifetime. Damvi's mouth hung open in shock. Right? How did I forget? Su-Sin recruited a scaredy cat demon with no fighting strength or use. Isn't he that pointless? Truong Van sighed in frustration. He started lucky. But how did he end up making such a terrible move? What a pity! Su-Sin cheered joyfully. It worked. This feeling is amazing. In an instant, the female demon transformed into a blue smoke and slowly was drawn into Su-Sen's body, completing the demon servant ritual. Su-Sen happily touched his chest. Whoa, such a coward, eager to hide inside me. Then seriously calculated. The rebellious nature's time limit was just 1 day, just enough time to solve everything. The plan was on track. Damvi expressed concern. I just realized the whole footage probably can't be released. Truong Van agreed. True. Su-Sen's awakening trial can't be copied. No one else could risk so many times without getting killed by demons. If this video got out, people would think exploring the demon abyss is as easy as beating a game level, causing needless deaths. Damvi eagerly suggested. It has only been 1 day. With 2 days left until the trial ends, let us film the other students instead. He agreed and acted immediately. Then let us see about that Ko. Both his parents are elite demon hunters. So this time he must be fully prepared and ready to impress. The screen quickly showed Ko kneeling and serving submissively before the demon. Sir, I will kick for you. Just treat me like your own nephew. Whatever hard or dirty work there is, I can handle it. That move left Truong Van speechless. Damvi sighed in boredom. Having seen Ko, the others felt it was too dull. 2 days later, when both were relaxing, Baykot shared, I did not expect the trial to be this easy. Now I do not want to leave. Neep approached and said, Young Master So, 5 minutes remain. He sat up abruptly, eyes filled with regret, still not knowing her name. She smiled softly. A name is just a label. Just call me Beneep. So Sen nodded. All right. Bye, Neep. Hope we meet again someday. 1 second the sky was sunny. The next it turned pitch black like ink spilled. So Sun looked up in shock. What is happening? Why is it suddenly so dark? In midair, a swirling black hole appeared. Beneep trembled. Stammering. This ominous aura means the director of the Sunset Nursing Home is arriving. So Sen frowned and yelled. What? She collapsed to her knees, drained of strength. He had destroyed the demon realm and killed the head nurse of the Sunset Nursing Home. Now the director came personally to kill him. Baykot turned pale, hugging himself in fear, his soul trembling. Dark energy poured from the glowing red eye as a voice full of hatred boomed. Humanity deserves death. Your crimes won't be forgiven. Truong Van, watching from outside, gasped. The other students anxiously awaited the end. Meanwhile, So Sen lay still, indifferent for 2 days. Comparing himself to others only made him angrier. Suddenly, the sky went wild with thunder and lightning nonstop. Truong Van looked up in shock. What is going on? Where are those black bones from? Damvi panicked, turning to the demon controller. It seems the demon realm is descending. The entire nursing home is engulfed. Master Demon Controller, what is happening? He analyzed thoughtfully. This aura means the demon realm is descending. How can it happen twice? I have never heard of this before. Truong Van's worry showed plainly. There are hundreds of students inside. What will happen to them? The demon controller quickly summoned Soul Fire. I will try to break the demon realm. Damvi quickly recognized the Soul Fire. Only a demon controller trained long in the demon world could wield it. No wonder this proctor was so powerful. A giant Soul Fire blazed fiercely. The demon controller hurled it at the director, but it was quickly extinguished. Truong Van could not believe his eyes and yelled. It got put out. The demon controller's eyes glowed red as he exclaimed. This sudden black bone storm was no joke, it did true terror. He immediately called the Demon Controller Alliance. Meanwhile, So Sen frowned. Counting down 2 minutes left, the director loomed over him, angrily shouting, How do you want to die? Turn to a puddle or have your bones stripped out. Baykot was so scared he could barely stand. I can't take it anymore. So Sen, so scary. Before finishing, he fainted. So Sun glanced sideways. Scared him unconscious. Did his morale drop to 0, getting no response. The director declared, Silent? Huh. Then I will give you the most painful death. I guarantee you will regret ever being born. So Sun clenched his fists and glared. Stop trying to scare me. The director froze. What did you say? You can't resist the true form's arrival now. He sneered. You think you are just scared into zero morale so I can win? Smart kid, after destroying a branch of the Sunset Nursing Home, you do not need morale at 0 just below 30, and I can drag you into torture you as my specimen. So Sun's voice dripped with sarcasm. Then I guess you will be disappointed. The director angrily shot a red beam. You do not understand my terror. Beneep's eyes widened in horror and she screamed. This was the director's unique skill. Bloodlight devouring years once hit. The victim plunged into a hellish nightmare. So Sun trembled with every word. This bloodlight devouring years was truly terrifying. Watching the students step out one by one, Trong Van breathed a sigh of relief. They are all out. Looks like the final disaster caused no harm. The three friends, tears streaming, exclaimed. I survived. Almost died in there. I never want to enter the demon realm again in my life. Trong Van raised his hand to command. Quiet. Next up is the most important awakening stage for you all. He clearly explained that whether one can become a spirit controller depends on how you awaken your spirit controlling power. Susun kept poking the spirit bone pendant, whispering, Wake up. Your power is about to awaken. Hearing the words awaken, he immediately sprang up like a spring, shouting, That scared me to death earlier. I thought we would not make it. Taeko walked by at that moment, laughed out loud. And mocked, Look at you guys acting so scared when it is already over. He walked over, slammed Susun's shoulder, and sneered. How is it? Susun, who was inside, had almost wet his pants from fear several times. He glanced sideways with icy sarcasm. Move aside. I do not feed dogs here. He gritted his teeth, growling. You dare insult me. Suddenly, a cold female voice rang from behind, each word hitting Taeko like a slap. And what if I insult you? You deserve it. It was Tia. She kindly asked. Susun, how did your trial go? Susun gave a brief answer. It is. Tuyai leaned in with a comforting smile. Even if you did not do well, it is surviving is what matters, she repeated firmly. Later, if you become my servant, I will protect you. Suddenly, a screen appeared in midair. Catching everyone's attention, the students whispered, The rankings for this trial are coming. The rankings would determine the strength of the spirit controlling power we awaken. The top 2 spots must be Kin Tuyai and Taeko. Taeko said smugly, I am not weaker than anyone. I am definitely number 1. The results appeared. First Susun 120%. Second Kin Tuyai 67%. Third Trombakot 51%. Fourth Taeko 34%. Taeko could not believe his eyes and shouted, What? Susun got first place? The students were stunned. That is right. How did Susun get first? Look at his completion rate. 120%. What the hell is that exactly? Isn't he the highest completion rate of the spirit realm, supposed to be 100%? How can it exceed that? Other students kept exclaiming. Impossible. Unbelievable. Susun's completion rate is more than double Kin Tuyai's. A loser like him. No spirit controller family. No tutoring. How did he get such a high completion? Taeko angrily raised his hand and yelled. Principal. There is a mistake. These numbers have to be wrong. Please check again. Trong Van calmly replied. The spirit realm completion is 120%. Though hard to believe, the data was automatically generated by the spirit realm and is definitely accurate. Tui looked at Susun in surprise. That is an incredible completion rate. How did you do it? He replied teasingly. Isn't it just about having the skill? The students buzzed like a disturbed beehive. A spirit-controlling talent was about to awaken. God, please bless me to awaken a powerful talent. One boy shouted excitedly after awakening his talent. What is this? Gained an extra pound. My talent awakening means gaining an extra pound of rice at the critical moment. Ridiculous. Another unlucky girl exclaimed. Your talent is not even the weirdest. Someone else said. Mine's weirder. I awakened a spirit talent and ended up peeing myself. She collapsed to the ground crying silently. She encountered a spirit freak and peed right there. There is a chance the full smell will scare the spirit away. I am crying my eyes out. Seeing this, Trong Van sighed heavily. Indeed, most students' awakening talents without effect was common. The screen showed a co-awakening in a grade spirit talent. Sensing spirit object info, Trong Van laughed happily. Well done. Taeko really is a descendant of spirit controllers. Awakening in a grade talent to sense spirit object info is not a combat skill, but it greatly increases survival odds in the spirit realm. All eyes focused on the screen as Kin Tuyai awakened in a plus talent. Body control technique, Trong Van clapped, and a C plus talent. It has been ages since our academy had a student with such a high talent. The spirit controller marveled. Body control technique is a very powerful combat skill. Once a late-stage spirit controller gains strength, this technique can kill any ordinary spirit freak. The doctor smiled brightly. How about you? Susun, admit you admire me. Susun growled as a fierce aura suddenly erupted, as if he did not understand what was happening himself. Tuai instinctively covered her eyes and shouted, What is that? It is blinding. The spirit controllers were completely stunned by the scene. And as grade talent, Trong Van was amazed. What? As grade talent? I am not mistaken. It really is grade. Is Susun about to make academy history? Damvi felt like he was struck by lightning. It was the first time I saw an as ranked demon tamer talent. As ranked demon tamers are like masters of their realm in the demon world. The screen flashed with dazzling words. Innate talent awakened. As ranked talent. Minty burst counter. One student's eyes went wide, mouth agape, repeating, Minty burst counter. What kind of talent is this? The students began guessing. According to the words, after each Demon Abyss session, when rewards are tallied, you can get bonus Minty. Usually, the Demon Abyss ends with a Minty reward. Even if he bursts multiple times, the total Minty barely reaches 100. What good is that? They co-sneered. It's ranked talent. What a joke. Clearly, this talent is trash. Zhang Van's throat went dry. Master Demon Tamer. Is this all there is to its ranked talent? Beside, from what I know, other Demon Tamers' ranked talents are truly extraordinary. Compared to theirs, this Minty talent of his is too ordinary. After all, everyone can get Minty, the Demon Tamer explained. Everyone can get some Minty, so it does not quite fit this ranked title. But if the amount changes, then the quality changes. If the Minty gained from this talent is astonishingly high, it could change everything. A voice echoed through the space. Talent awakening complete. Calculating Demon Abyss trial rewards. The system sounded off for each student, announcing their Minty rewards, which varied from person to person. A curious student asked, the real focus is not us how much reward did Spasin get? Sassine's system chimed, based on your outstanding performance in the Demon Abyss, you receive 18 Minty, triggering a 10,000-fold burst. Congratulations, you have received 18 Ivory Minty. A faint smile curved on his lips. Whoa, a 10,000-fold burst, 18,000 Minty. He has struck gold. His aura surged fiercely. He thought to combine this with his self-select shopping hack Unbeatable. Buy whatever ability you want. You all thought's ranked talent was trash, but to me, it is stronger than any other talent out there. A friend whispered. Look, Sassine does not even feel like talking. The girl next to him agreed. If I awakened like that, I would be thrilled to death over its ranked talent, but it is just a little extra Minty. Maybe I could not handle this bittersweet shock either. A tap on the shoulder startled Su Sin to turn around. Tue smiled reassuringly. Think of it this way. You are born a slave to fate if you do not like it. Just a bit. Without warning, Sassine suddenly pinched her cheek hard. The Demon Tamer spoke up. The trial awakening ends here. Whether you awaken a strong demon taming ability or not, this is only your starting point. The future depends on whether you become a true formidable demon tamer. But more importantly, it depends on your training in the Demon Abyss. Though dangerous, it will make you stronger. Remember this. True strength comes from those who survive the trials of the Demon Abyss. Zhang Van pounded his chest and shouted, after this awakening trial, as you all awaken your talents, you become future demon tamers. From now on, each of you must bear the responsibility to eliminate demons and the Demon Abyss, contributing to humanity's survival and sustainable future. He smiled kindly. All right, everyone get on the bus back to the academy. In 3 days, we will arrange demon hunts and exterminations nearby. You will earn contribution points accordingly. Once you reach a certain level, you can enter the main demon world and become true demon tamers. The bus rolled forward, turning onto dark roads without a single streetlight. The engine's roar shattered the silence. On the bus, Sassine suddenly remembered to ask Bai Qi, what talent did you awaken? He, sweating heavily, awkwardly replied, it is nothing special. No need to say now, you will find out later. After returning, Sassine immediately threw himself on the bed. 3 days in the Demon Abyss drained him. Especially the moments under the twilight nursing Dean's care nearly broke his spirit. Only outside did he truly feel exhausted and knew he needed rest. Suddenly, a female demon lunged at him, making his eyes widen in shock. Sassine asked, why are you here? She did not answer, only gesturing toward the bed with a brief look of confusion. He asked again, you want to sleep with me? She nodded. Sassine sighed, helpless head shake. Fine, then I want to undress, let us just sleep together. He teased her all night. Gross. First time sleeping with a woman, and she is a demon. Sunlight filtered through the leaves, signaling a new day. But in the small room, a man and a demon slept soundly, wrapped in each other's arms. Blight shouted loudly at the door. Sir Sin. Get up. Get up. No response. He burst in. Sir Sin. What time is it? Why are you still sleeping? Sassine remained calm, not even stirring. He startled awake and asked, did you see anything on my bed when you came in? Blight scratched his head awkwardly. See anything? I did not see anything. Sassine stretched lazily, still half asleep. What is the rush? It is morning. Bai Ku quickly corrected. It is not morning anymore. It is already noon. And I have got great news. The school's demon weapon shop just opened. As Suf Sin put on his shirt, Bai Kut confirmed the news. Bai Kut dreamily explained, after we become future demon tamers, we have to regularly deal with all kinds of demons nearby. So the school opened a demon weapon shop where we can buy gear to handle those demons. Sassine grinned, slapping him on the shoulder. That is awesome news. Let us check it out. Crowds poured into the demon weapon shop. Everyone excited, but minutes later, curses echoed through the store. Who can afford this? I was hoping to score a demon weapon for protection on our next Demon Zone run. The pilot complained. Last awakening trial. I only got 5 Minty, so do I have to enter the Demon Zone 200 times just to buy one? Isn't that ridiculous? Old Dean snapped irritably. What is all the noise about? Tagu, standing beside him, quietly warned. Old Zin, joking around with kids like this is not appropriate. Old Zin retorted, what is appropriate, or not? These students are spoiled. Before the awakening trial, they barely saw any demons. None of them think about how to survive the demon zone, or get stronger there. Instead, they just want shortcuts. Today, I want to show them that shortcuts are not easy. He sighed helplessly. You are hopeless. You are what, 70 or 80 now? Old Zian's voice darkened. Besides, I spilled blood to craft these demon weapons. You can even buy them outside for 5,000 min T. Here, 1,000 each is already cheap. Coyote glanced around and said, what is so different about them? No one can afford this anyway. Someone shouted in shock. Well, that expensive. Even the cheapest is 1,000 min T. Sasain was drawn to one demon weapon on the shelf. It did not feel like the hammer he got at the nursing institute. It felt much weaker. Old Zian nodded. You are right, kid. These are not real demon weapons. Just replicas. He chuckled coldly. Compared to the real ones, these are way weaker. The real ones can mean life or death for a demon tamer. Then why sell them? And why price them at 1,000 min T? Buy cut haste jaw drop, if they are not real. What is the point of buying them? Old Zian snapped. You think replicas can be used? Who told you that? He frowned. Explaining. These replicas are infused with yin energy, making them one-time use items. You can use one once against demons at a crucial moment to save your life. Bai Cut was stunned. One use costs 1,000 min T. Who can afford that? Only a few here even have min T. Old Zian laughed sarcastically. No one can buy them. Today I just opened the shop so you kids could see. Look but do not buy. Go back to the demon zone and work harder. Bai Cut whispered to Stuff Sin. This old man's got some issues. Old Zian waved his hand, giving orders. All right, pack up and close. But Sefson raised his hand to stop them. He slammed the table and declared loudly, I will take all these replicas. Old Zian was momentarily stunned. What did you say? Crossing his arms, Sasain repeated firmly. I said, I will take all these replicas. Call them back for me. But Old Zian sneered and waved him off. Get lost. Go play somewhere else. Sasain did not argue and threw a stack of money on the table. Shocking everyone, Old Zian broke into a sweat. Do you really have that much? Confidently negotiating, Sa said, here's 8,000 min T. Cash upfront, and I will take these 8 replica demon weapons. To go to laughed. Old Zin, you are proud of yourself for crafting these weapons, and now you are selling them cheap to this kid. Old Zian was curious. Where did he get so much min T? Even veteran demon tamers struggle to earn this much. Which clan's demon tamer are you? Do your parents know how much money you have spent like this? So Sun asked again. Old Dian asking these questions means he is going to give me a discount. Right? He immediately refused with a pipe in his mouth. Then, Old Dian carefully placed each cursed weapon into the box, regretfully saying, too bad. I have not been able to craft this many cursed weapons for my granddaughter yet. So Sun smiled brightly. Thank you, Master Dian. If you have new items later, I will still come to support your business. As he left, Dian exhaled smoke and said, that kid not only took my profit but also showed off his skills. Still, I have to thank him. Tudu sneered. They say that is true. Old man, just think of it as your contribution to humanity. Doesn't that clear things up? Old Dian snapped back bitterly. Clear my ass. I lost 30,000 Ming Yun. Just pay me back, then I will be clear. He chased him to the door and asked for So Sun's name. Without looking back, he replied curtly, So Sin, but he misheard it as Beast. That name fits the kid's personality perfectly. The old man said he was starting to understand a little. Deiko was also heading to the shop. A classmate accompanying him laughed and asked, Deika, did you really gather enough Ming Yun? He smirked in reply. Of course. I asked my parents for money, but they could only contribute 1,000 Ming Yun, enough to buy just one cursed weapon. Another friend sighed. 1,000 Ming Yun is a lot. No wonder Deika's family is rich, the classmate wondered. But Deika, selling a cursed weapon for 1,000 Ming Yun is pricey. Isn't that a bit unfair? Deiko replied with contempt. What do you guys know? My dad said true cursed weapons can only be awakened, not bought. Even the replicas cost at least 5,000. 1,000 Ming Yun is a real bargain. He pulled out his cursed weapon and continued. Have you seen this cursed weapon in my hands? Even the replicas can compare. At best they are fake items with a bit of dark energy. My dad had to spend 2,000 just to get this. Deiko showed a stack of money as Hong Hatch called out. Boss, give me a cursed weapon. Old Dan shouted from behind the counter. None left. All sold out. Deiko's face turned purple. Sold out? Are you kidding me? His companion chimed in coldly. Yeah? Who else in this academy besides me could afford one? Old Dine waved them off like flies, saying a student named So Sign bought all the cursed weapons. You guys better scram and stop making noise here. Deiko stormed off, realizing it was So Sun who got them. As they left, the classmate kept babbling. Is Deika for real? That poor kid can actually buy cursed weapons. Deiko sneered. Are you stupid? Have you forgotten what So Sen's awakening talent is? The classmate doubted their luck with Ming Yun. Could this kid have gotten a huge sum of Ming Yun? A mocking smile crept onto Theiko's lips as he said sarcastically, "Only this kind of luck." No background. A no-talent loser awakening a rubbish talent and still deserving these cursed weapons. So Sun and Baekot confidently walked down the street. Theiko and his two friends ran up, shouting loudly. So Sin stopped. Baekot guessed Theiko's group must be heard he bought cursed weapons. So Sun responded coldly. Ignoring them, Theiko yelled furiously. "You bastard. Are you deaf? I told you to stop. Did not you hear me?" So Sun turned and asked, "Who the hell are you? Why should I listen to you?" Theiko's companion cursed fiercely. "So Sin, you think you are hot shit buying a few replicas? How dare you talk to Theiko like that?" The other friend disdainfully reminded. "You do not know replicas only work on demons, not on humans, right?" Theiko brazenly ordered. "I do not want to waste words on you. I do not need much. Just give me half of what you have." So Sun, visibly annoyed, asked for a reason. Theiko shrugged and bragged. "What? Simple. With my super talent, I can sense demon artifacts news. Killing someone quietly is a piece of cake." So Sin flushed, enunciating each word. "You want to kill me?" He responded arrogantly. "Let us see if you are smart and reasonable. I might still look out for you on missions later." Without hesitation, So Sin swung and slapped Theiko across the face. Theiko choked, eyes blazing with fury. So Sin sneered, drew his weapon from his pocket. Theiko could not hold back and lunged forward. "Damn it, I already told you. Simulations do not work on people." Susen swung his hammer without hesitation, his strike like a thunderclap that put Theiko in trouble. Two classmates with him were speechless with shock. Theiko decisively drew his demonic energy and roared in anger. "Come on, hit me dead if you can." Susan raised his hammer to challenge. "You guys try touching me and see." The two classmates instinctively stepped back in fear. Such a dark aura. Could that hammer really be a simulation? Only real demonic weapons can hurt a person. How could he have a genuine one? Theiko lunged like a starving wolf, cursing, "You are dead." But with just one swing from Susin, his demonic energy shattered to pieces. Theiko staggered, shouting in dizziness, "It is broke. My demonic energy is shattered." Susan erupted with energy, his cold voice full of respect. Theiko's two friends gaped in disbelief. The look was terrifying. The guy really meant to kill. Theiko clenched his teeth. "Helpless. I admit it. I am impressed," Susin growled. "Theiko, I do not care if you are really impressed or just pretending. Now we are all official demon tamers. You know how brutal the demon realm is. None of us are saints." Turning away, he warned, "Next time you dare mess with me again, you are dead for sure." Susen stared at the blood-stained demonic hammer in his hand, muttering, "All the demonic weapons from the demon realm can be brought outside. I heard demonic weapons have different ranks. I wonder what rank this hammer is." Meanwhile, Theiko was in bad shape. He could not walk on his own and needed support. His friend panicked. "Big bro, are you okay?" He gritted his teeth bitterly. "I am this grown, and my dad's never hit me. If he did, I would kill him. Now my grandpa does not have thy surname." The academy student vehicle rolled slowly through the silent night. Students chatted excitedly. "I heard this mission's all inside the city." Another classmate nodded. "Yeah, that is right. Plus, we are cooperating with the exorcism agency to stop demons from invading the city." Trong Van spoke clearly. "We have arrived at the mission site." All students lined up neatly. "Next, Captain Titanak will assign tasks." He raised his hand in greeting. "Hello, future demon tamers. I am captain of the exorcism agency in Han City." Titanak spoke confidently. "Everyone knows Han City built a massive wall with demon restraining materials to stop demons from rushing in. It is covered with demon sealing runes, but demons still sneak in from the outskirts. According to our intel, many demons are hiding in the village ahead. Today's mission is to find them." He crossed his arms seriously. "Those who perform well will earn more merit points and may get a chance to work at the exorcism agency." A student gasped. "The exorcism agency is a good job with steady income." Another student added, "In today's human world, you either become a powerful demon tamer or join the government's exorcism agency to live safely." Titanak, stern voice rang out on the field. "Let us get moving. Demons are cunning and dangerous. Stay alert." As he finished, students rushed into the mission area. Only Baekot and Susan walked calmly. Baekot chatting as they went. "Joining the exorcism agency has been my dream since I was a kid. I have to give it my all this time." The policeman murmured uncertainly. "Captain, look at that figure," Titanak asked, turning around. "What figure?" The policeman guessed. "Does he look like the kid who defeated Tai Law before?" Titanak's face immediately changed. He quickly turned to stare at the main gate, excitedly confirming, "That is him. Yes, that is him. We finally found him," the policeman said regretfully. "Captain, he has already gone into the village." Titanak jumped up and ordered, "Go find him now." Walking down the road, Baekot glanced around. Such a huge village inside the city. Where do we even start? It is like looking for a needle in a haystack. Susen suggested asking the villagers here if demons are around. There must be strange incidents happening. Baekot brightened and clapped. "That is right. Why did not I think of that?" An old man sitting on the porch soon caught their eyes. Baekot approached and asked, "Sir, may I ask, have there been any strange happenings here recently?" The old man responded indifferently. "Strange happenings? Of course there have been. Does eating more than before count?" That answer left Baykot a bit confused. Sir, I will be straightforward. Is there any ghost or demon trouble happening here? The old man chuckled dryly. Our Thunlaitu village is protected by Hatin Ko's husband. He is stronger than any exorcist. He shared. So far, the village enjoys peaceful weather and everyone's safe. So Sun was puzzled. Who was Hatin Ko's husband? Stronger than an exorcist. The old man stood up, leaning on his hands as he answered. Hatin Ko's husband is the village chief of Thonlaitu, able to invite deities down to earth. Then he clasped his hands and entered the house without another word. I am hungry. I will go eat now. Baykot frowned. So Sin, this old man seems normal. Nothing suspicious. Maybe we should find the village chief, Hatin Ko's husband. To ask, So Sun quickly raised his hand to stop him. Not rushing into the old man's house yet, he placed a hand on his chest and softly called. Coward ghost, are you scared of this old man? She immediately appeared, nodding repeatedly in agreement. So Sun looked serious, guessing that fear meant this old man was problematic. Ko and his gang stood nearby. One of them sneered. Young Master Thay, is that the student? He warned fiercely. That is him. Make sure to cleanse all the fake ghost energy on him, and bring it all back to me. The two quickly obeyed and rushed towards So Sin. That kid just went in the house. Perfect timing for us to strike and follow. Watching the old man finish a stack of bowls, Baykot could not help but exclaim, he eats like a champ. Already finished dozens of bowls in no time. So Sin turned to ask, do you still think this old man is normal? He immediately replied, normal my foot. Even a pig can eat that much. So Sun stepped forward and snatched the bowl from the old man's hand to stop him from eating. The old man angrily shouted, who is disturbing my meal? I will kill whoever it is. So Sun quickly dropped the bowl and instinctively stepped back. Sir, please eat slowly. I won't bother you anymore. Baykot concluded. Clearly the old man was infected by something supernatural. Should we take action? So Sun replied. Let us report to the exorcism agency and let them handle it, that is safer. Someone boldly opened the old man's door. It was one of that Ko's men. So Sun's face turned purple as he asked, who are you guys? One guy replied aggressively. We are here to kill you. So Sun was stunned. Kill me? Why do you want to kill me? The two arrogantly answered in unison. That is none of your business. Baykot nervously warned. Don't mess around. The exorcism agency is outside. If anything happens, they will notice. The two hardly cared and said, relax. To avoid alerting the agency, we want to use exorcist powers to kill you. Seeing this, So Sun grabbed Baykot's hand and told him to run. The two dashed through the hail of bullets. So Sun ran to the dining table and shouted a warning to Baykot, behind the old man. One smirked. Are these two kids scared stupid? What good is hiding behind this old man? So Sen frowned and warned them. Listen up. My grandfather's not easy to mess with. You would better retreat now, if you want to survive. The two showed no respect and fired their guns repeatedly. Then I will kill your grandfather too. Gunshots echoed nonstop. Smoke filled the air. The rice bowl in the old man's hand shattered into pieces. He slammed the table angrily and stood up. You are disturbing my meal. The two did not stop. Mocking. Old man, this meal you are eating is your last before execution. Dark energy radiated from the old man, instantly engulfing the whole room. One urged. He is about to fall asleep. Quickly take care of these two kids. In a flash, the old man transformed into a fierce demon. The two panicked and shouted, what the hell? He is a demon. What old man? That kid tricked us big time. The old man lunged like a wild beast toward the two trainees. They frantically fired back, shouting for him to leave, but the old man was unharmed and kept attacking. The two froze in place, screaming loudly. No good. Regular bullets won't kill him. Use extra powers? A fierce energy burst from one trainee. In an instant, his body swelled abnormally, clothes tearing apart. With a cold expression, the other slowly removed his gloves. As the gloves came off, giant hands appeared, as if belonging to another creature. Baykot's eyes went wide in shock. Both were future exorcists. Their awakened talents were transformation powers. The muscular guy jumped up, swinging his arm toward the old man. The old man quickly backed away, dodging with his wide mouth. After aiming precisely, the old man bit hard into the trainee's arm, catching him off guard. A chilling crack echoed as the old man shook, tearing the arm off. The guy screamed in agony, his pain reaching the skies. The old man chewed on the arm, making a bone-crunching sound. The other trainee seized the moment while the old man was distracted and jumped to attack from behind. The old man swung his arm with such force that it sent the attacker flying backward. Baykot watched the scene, unable to hide his amazement. Too fierce, he exhaled in relief. Good thing we did not strike the old man earlier. The big-handed guy clenched his teeth. This is not good. We can beat him? The trainee hurriedly shifted targets, deciding to deal with Susin first. The old man's large hand shot out, grabbing the other trainee tightly, making it hard for him to breathe. The old man yelled in fury, you disturbed my meal. You all must die. Even with one arm gone, the trainee gritted his teeth and growled, I am willing to die with noodles. But soon he was completely trapped in the old man's grasp. They struggled in vain, hopeless to break free. Susin calmly stepped forward. I can save you. But you have to tell me who wants to kill me. The two screamed pitifully. Hurry. Save us. I saved you. Now I will tell you. Susin swung his hammer above the old man's head, then kicked hard into his eye. startling him. The two trainees were shocked. Is that demon energy? He actually has real demon energy. The old man angrily bit into the trainee's leg, causing a painful scream. He hit, "Why is he biting me?" The old man was quickly defeated by Su-sin. The armless guy revealed he was Daiko. Daiko said his father hired them to kill you and steal your demon energy. Baikot angrily shouted, "That bastard Daiko is more evil than I thought." The one missing a leg lowered his voice. "I am kindly warning you. Daiko's parents are not ordinary demon controllers. They are powerful and strong. Best not mess with Daiko anymore." The other guy cowered. Having said all he could, by their agreement, "You can kill us." He pleaded with hopeful eyes. "I believe you are a good student who keeps promises." Susun waved them off and left. "You are right. I am a good student. This time I won't touch you too. But next time we meet, I will definitely kill you." Once outside, Baikot wondered aloud. Are we really letting them go just like that? The two whispered behind their backs. "What an idiot to let us go so easily." The crafty one-leg guy sneered. "Too green, after we heal, we will kill him again. We have to get real demon energy." As he finished, a heavy hand slammed his shoulder. Susun smirked. "You two meet again." "Huh." The two were sweating. Asking, "What do you mean?" "Not a wasted move." Susun pulled out his hammer. "I told you, next time we meet, I will kill you both." The two felt as if struck by lightning. "You can do that." Susun did not care and sent them both flying to the western paradise. After finishing, he called sternly, "They are all dead. Come out." The female demon shyly flew out. Hiding behind Susun, he coldly said, "I can feel your desire for this demon. From now on, it belongs to you." The female demon quickly covered her mouth and shook her head repeatedly. Suksich took her hand and led her away. "You are really brave? This demon is already dead." The female demon echoed the words "already dead" in surprise, then sat down and absorbed the black energy from the old man's body. The dark energy condensed into a black pearl. Baikot approached and asked, "What is Demon Hat Gan doing?" Susun's reply was unclear. It seemed she was extracting something from the demon's body. The black pearl in the female demon's hand slowly formed the silhouette of a man. It was the old man's memory. The serious man said, "My condition is critical now. Survival won't be easy." The old man grabbed his hand and begged, "Hanku, you have heavenly skills. Please save me. I am only 70. I can still have another child." Hatin Kofu handed him a stack of papers and said, "I will save you, but you must sign a symbiosis contract. From now on, your body will share existence with a deity." He hesitated. Eyes wavering, Hatin emphasized, "You won't live even a month without this." Fearful of death, the old man agreed and signed immediately. I sign right now." Without hesitation, the old man grabbed the pen and hurriedly signed the contract without a second thought. Watching the flame on the contract, Hatin Tefu's lips curled into a slight smirk. "Good news. Congratulations on your new life." As the flame died out, thick black smoke poured out endlessly, wrapping tightly around the old man. Suddenly, a deafening explosion shook the entire room. The old man had completely transformed into a demon, constantly crying out in hunger. He charged madly toward Hatin Tefu. At the same time, Hatin Ku's body began to change, his eyes burning with a terrifying red glow. He raised his long, deformed arm high, his torn clothes hanging in shreds. Hatin Tefu slammed the old man's head onto the floor and scolded him boldly, causing extreme fear to wash over him. Baikot was shocked this was the past, when the old man was still alive. The symbiotic contract that Etienne Tefu forced him to sign was likely the cause of his monstrous transformation. After finishing, the female demon greedily absorbed the black pearl. A sign clicked his tongue. This cowardly demon's energy is quite impressive. He laughed with delight, able to see the demon's past life inside her. Perhaps this was the supernatural talent of the demon. Baikot quickly speculated that the source of the demon chaos in the village came from Hatin Tefu, though it was unclear how many had been transformed into demons by him. With that, they hurriedly set off. "Let us go find Hatin Tefu." Outside, the villagers had gathered in large numbers to watch the two demons being handled. Hatin Tefu frowned and put on a pitiful act. "I never thought our village really had demons. How terrifying." Daish turned and smiled reassuringly. "Village chief, with demon hunters like us here, there is nothing to worry about." He raised his hand and declared, "Everyone, come with me to kill these two demons." The desperate screams of the demons echoed throughout the area. Two students proudly said, "These demons are easy to kill. This time, we will probably earn a lot of contribution points." Hatin Tefu politely clasped his hands and bowed. "Students, thank you for helping us eliminate these demons. On behalf of all the villagers, I thank you." The Fire replied modestly, "Village chief, you are too polite. It is also thanks to your cooperation that we were able to find these two demons smoothly." After watching the scene, Baikot questioned why Hatin Tefu would help kill the demons. Susun carefully analyzed that he might be deceiving them, just trying to get through this, especially since the exorcism agency people were outside. Hatin Tefu humbly said, "Vi, the demons have been found. The villagers are terrified. We will head back now." The Ikar waved dismissively. "All right, village chief, please go ahead. We still have to take the bodies of the two demons for handover." Hatin Tefu loudly called out, "Villagers, stop staring and go home." At that moment, Susun stepped forward and stopped him. "Wait, The real show is just beginning. Why leave now? Thai looked confused. Sir Sin. How can he still appear? Sasan sneered mockingly. The Ikes. Surprised to see me, he quickly denied. I do not know what you are talking about. Sasan lost patience, grabbed his face, and cursed. Stop pretending. Damn it, everyone there was extremely confused. What was going on? Sasan hit Hickey. How dare he lay a hand on the Isu? The Ice bitterly held his face. Why have not those two killed him yet? Sasan left with a sharp tone. I will settle this with you later. The Ice scoffed, his eyes full of smugness. Who is settling with who is still uncertain? Hatinkhu urged the villagers. Why are you standing there stunned? Let us go home. Sasan called from behind him. Village chief. Why the rush to leave? The demons are already dead. He turned back with an innocent, blameless tone. You two students. You are late. The two demons from earlier have already been killed. Two students nearby spoke in turn. Sir Sin. With the help of village chief we have cleared all the demons from the village. There are no more demons here. It is useless to keep the villagers here. Sasin sneered and asked. What if you guys have not cleaned up completely? The Aisuru confidently declared. My level talent lets me sense demon artifacts. I can tell you, there are no more demons here. He laughed and told village chief you should head back. Just ignore him. Hearing this, the villagers of the Ai turned their backs and left one by one. Suddenly, Sasan grabbed a hammer and slammed it hard onto Ichi-to-Fu's head. Knocking him to the ground, veins bulged on his forehead as he angrily spun around. A student gasped. Sir Sin, why did you hit village chief Another friend growled. I think you have lost it. Sin stood before everyone, accusing that he was the real freak. The Ice firmly denied again. You are lying. I have investigated He is just an ordinary man. Sasan replied sternly. You want to keep pretending? Hatian feigned weakness and asked. Student, do you even know what you are doing? Before he finished, a hammer strike sent him flying painfully, followed by another blow. Hatinka, fistback slammed against the ground in agony. The students were shocked. This is bad. Sasan just seriously hurt someone. You can just fail to find a freak, and then pick someone at random to hit. Sasan kept striking Tinkokua's head, shouting loudly. Still pretending. Here is some more of that act. The Ife rushed over to warn. Open murder is a crime. Sir Sin, you are breaking the law. Sasan's eyes locked onto a Tifivikutif. Still no transformation. Pretty good at holding back. Huh. The ordered everyone. Come with me to stop Sin for the villagers' safety. If he resists, kill him. Titnet and the officers arrived just in time. He is ahead. The students quickly recognized Captain Titnek from the exorcism agency. No need for us to act. The exorcists are here. Sir Sin, just wait to be arrested. The eyes greeted immediately upon seeing Titnex. Captain Tit, I am Thai, a top student at Hunthan Academy. Despite a public murder happening, Titnetze ignored it and went straight to Sef Sin, gripping his hand with a bright smile. Little bro, finally found you. Sasan was momentarily stunned. Do we know each other? Thai irritably pulled his hand away. What is going on here? A student was puzzled. Why was Captain Tit so friendly with Sef Sin? Another nearby friend was equally confused. Sasan did not seem special. Titnet explained. We were lucky to witness how you killed that old master. We have been searching for you. And now we finally have. Sasan answered coldly. So that is it. Tit Edei pulled out a medal from his pocket and said bluntly. No more talk. This is the level 3 citizen protection medal I prepared for you, honoring your service to Hun Thun. The students gaped. A level 3 medal is only given for saving over 100 people. Many powerful exorcists have not earned one. How did Si Sin get it? The Aichi approached accusingly. Captain Tit, are you mistaken? This Uf Sin is the culprit. Before he could finish, Tit Netixi denied it outright. The culprit. Impossible. The Aichi pointed at the motionless Tufi on the ground, covered in wounds from Spasin. He had openly killed the village chief. The truth was clear. Tit Edzi turned to Sin. Little bro, I trust your skill would not lead to senseless killing. Explain this. Assassin solemnly pointed out that the real freak of the village was Ken Tuff, lying on the ground. The other freaks were just transformed from him. The Aish scoffed at the ridiculous claim. You already killed Hitan Tiftiv, and now you are framing him. You mean to say dead without evidence? Tit Nedzet ordered an officer. Go check it out. The officer agreed and began the investigation immediately. The officer sat down and scanned the area with a device. Two students behind the IT whispered, "This is the Exorcism Agency's specialized freak detection device." They said, "It is very rare. Made by top exorcists? Only a few exist. Didn't expect Captain Tit to have one." The results came quickly. The officer reported, "Captain, no transformations detected on a Tikun Fiuv. He is not a freak." The eye smirked proudly. "I already checked with my level exorcism talent. Hatin Kuyet is just a normal person." He emphasized each word. Sasain murdered cruelly and must be arrested. But Tit Netiv still hesitated to believe it. "Little bro, if the guy's normal, did you accidentally kill the wrong person?" He patted Cease's shoulder to calm him but added, "Don't worry, you are a level 3 medal recipient. Having saved tens of millions, you deserve immunity." Sasain flushed angrily. "Your checks are wrong. Let me show you how it is done," Titnets asked suspiciously. "Little bro, how do you plan to test the demon?" He knelt on one knee, raising the hammer high. "The hammer says use this, then strike without hesitation." Hitting Tikofi's head, Titnef froze in place. Speechless, the Thai shouted loudly, "Sir Sin, you are a beast. Then Tronhev is already dead, and you still want to let go of his body." Sasain did not care. He kept swinging the hammer straight at Tikofi's head, loudly counting to 80. Titnedish was stunned, lips moving silently. "Sir Sin, maybe we should take a break first?" He looked up, pleading, "Captain Tit, you count for me. I will hit him 666 times. If he still does not wake, I lose." Just as the hammer was about to strike down, Hatinkudiv suddenly woke up. Witnesses stood frozen. "Is Thuntrevung he alive?" Sasain teased him. "Awake now. No more playing dead." Swollen from the beating, shouted, "You bastard. Are you even human? If you hit me 666 times, you will beat me to a pulp." Suddenly, the police officer's device vibrated. He hurriedly reported, "Captain, the demon detector is reacting." The guy rushed forward to intervene. Then Tranhe, "Do not worry. Captain Tit from the exorcism unit is here to handle this." Little did they know, Hatinka was already starting to transform behind them. Life loudly accused Sin, saying that although having a protective badge might avoid criminal charges, civil liability for assault was unavoidable. "Keep hitting him, and you will be bankrupt." Titnazates and the other trainees paled in horror. Daish turned and quietly said, "Then Tranhe, leave this to me." The true form of Ititotifi struck fear into them. "What is this?" Thaifi felt the dry, mummified hand of Ititotifi slam hard on his shoulder. The man effortlessly lifted him up. "You trust me this much? Do you want me to eat you?" Thai's face drained of blood as he screamed in refusal. Hatin Kurofa glared and demanded why. Thai whispered, "I just soiled myself." He threw Thai aside and complained about the useless burden killing the mood. Titnets quickly gestured to coordinate. "Students, evacuate the village. The exorcism agency will take over here." Hatai Ruffle roared like thunder. "No one's leaving. Since you have found out, let us start a massacre." As he finished, villagers shed their skins, revealing sharp teeth and glowing red eyes. The trainees screamed in terror and ran, shouting, "So many monsters! Run, Mom!" Sasain was right. Hatian Defi angrily cursed for sin. "I spent a fortune buying camouflage medicine to fool all fake demons, yet you exposed me." He unleashed his aura. "Do you know in just 1 year, I will turn this entire city into demons." Hasiusin signaled to be Ket. "Let us retreat." Hatianko flew forward like a rocket in fury. "You ruined my plan. I will definitely kill you." Titnagza drew his weapon quickly and charged, growling between teeth. "Demon, prepare to die." Both swung strikes at each other. Titnetze frowned cautiously. This demon is strong. Probably a primal demon from the demon world. He shouted orders for his team to block him. Hatinkia flapped his wings and took off. "I'm going to kill that on guy." Sasain and Beefit scrambled away. Hatianta Fi landed in front of them like lightning. Baicut retreated in fear, already caught up, as Etienne cracked his joints. He threatened, "You can escape." Sasain spun around, slapped B. Kest's shoulder, and called him to run another way. He ran quickly ahead, bragging, "It is pointless. I can jump up to 18,000 units." Sasain quietly pulled out a fake demon weapon from his pocket and hurled it at Etin Kiek Fef. The weapon shattered instantly on his forehead. Hatik Li growled, "That weapon could not kill me, let alone fake demon weapons." Sasain threw another fake demon weapon at him. "Take this one too." The fake demon weapon shattered again. He sneered coldly. "Delay me for a moment, 1T help. I told you, you want to get away." As Sasain muttered, "This is getting tricky. This demon might be stronger than the head nurse before. Maybe even stronger." You handed Baikot 2 fake demon essences and said, "Baikot, we split up and run. Take these 2 fake demon essences to protect yourself." Baikot hesitated and replied, "If we split up, the monsters will definitely chase after you." A teen Kofu flew up to block the way. "You want to get away?" So Sen said bluntly, "No other way. Just hope we can hold out until the captain arrives." But Baikot just threw the 2 fake demon essences away and shouted in frustration, "Then I am not running." He took a step toward Hatin Kofu. "Great demon. I surrender." So Sun was stunned. "Baikot, what are you doing?" Hatin Kofu was caught off guard by this move and looked confused. "Surrender? You have got me at a loss. This is the first time a human has surrendered to me." Baikot admitted he could not fight and asked to join. He pleaded sincerely, "Great demon, turn me into a demon," he said. And the demon was pleased. "Good. After I transform you, you will personally kill that Sothang Oat." Baikot immediately knelt down. "Thank you, great demon. I have nothing more to say. I bow to you." The demon laughed happily. "Smart move. I like." Moments later, Hatin Kofu suddenly twitched, eyes darting around in panic. "What is happening? Who is attacking me?" Despite bleeding profusely, Baikot clasped his hands and said, "Wishing the great demon many more years like this." May you always be as strong as today. Then he slammed his head hard against the ground with a chilling sound. Hatinko froze, face twisted in pain, clutching his chest. So Sun stared wide-eyed. Not understanding what was happening, the demon glared at Baikot and guessed. No way. This strange attack, did you just slam your head? Baikot once again wished him well. Safe travels. Great demon. May every year from now be your day of rest. Hatinko quickly backed off, shouting. Stop. Don't slam your head anymore. Without another word, Baikot bowed and smashed his head to the ground. Blood splattered from his mouth as the tall demon staggered and fell backward. Baikot collapsed, and So Sun called his name anxiously. Baikot struggled to say, So Sin, go kill him. Hatinko cursed bitterly. You bastard. You are ruining me. So Sun seized the moment, grabbed his hammer, and charged. I am risking my life for this. Hatinko hurriedly retreated, then flapped his wings and shouted for him to get lost. The demon roared arrogantly. You dare injure me this badly, but no one can stop me if I want to leave. Hatinko still clutching his chest, shouted defiantly. Just you wait. Despite bleeding heavily, Baikot tried to sit up. Great demon. One more bow for me. The demon flapped his wings and rejected the offer. Damn it. Stop slamming your head. If you keep doing that, you will die. Baikot slammed his head hard to the ground and shouted. May you be torn into 8 pieces. Hatinko screamed pitifully from above, then fell with a heavy thud, roaring like a wild beast. So Sun rushed toward him, gritting his teeth. So said, My brothers gave their lives for this chance. I will definitely kill you. Then he struck Hatinko's head repeatedly. Though his face cracked open, the demon stubbornly declared, Stop, you can kill me. So Sun did not stop. Cracking sounds echoed as blood splattered everywhere. Hatinko warned, I am the primal demon of the strange world. My tribe holds great power there. If you kill me, you will face endless hunts in the main world. So Sun raised his hammer calmly and said, I do not care. The demon begged for mercy, saying they were still friends. So Sun decisively delivered a killing blow to Hatinko's head, wiping blood off his face. So Sin sighed. Finally dead. Suddenly, a cold voice spoke out, You brat! I curse you. Wherever you step where I once walked, you will be bound by the strange world. Your flesh will be gnawed away until nothing is left but dry bones. Blood surged from the demon's body towards So Sun instinctively stepped back, eyes wide in terror. What the hell is that? The female demon holding a red orb explained. Lai Yingyan, only high-level demons can unleash it. So Sin, curious, can you dispel it? She replied with frightened eyes. But I can temporarily trap it so it won't cause trouble. So Sin, furious, said, Damn it. This demon is not only tough, but you have to hit it the most to kill it. This nasty guy is about to die and still tries to curse me. He walked away while Baikot signaled the female demon. You absorb this locust. I will check on Baikot's condition. So Sen gently helped him up and asked, Baikot, how are you? He replied, I am still alive. He was very curious about Baikot's action. What was that about earlier? He nearly killed that demon. Baikot explained, That is my innate awakening. Skull bash, the harder I hit with my head, the more damage I deal to enemies. So Sun grinned and gave a thumbs up. Skull bash. What a weird talent. People say a man's knee hides gold. Today you just proved it. The female demon began absorbing the Hatinko talisman. So Sun glanced at her, checking the demon's background. Maybe it would help break the curse. His image appeared inside the orb the female demon absorbed. He respectfully clasped hands before a strange figure. Demon Lord, the human world is now a feast, and all the great demon realms are tearing it apart. The strange figure said, Fine, if you want to go, but do not underestimate those elite demon hunters. Hatinko replied proudly, I can leap 18,000 meters in one jump. No elite hunter can kill me. Within 3 months, I will gift the demon lord a human city. So Sin frowned, realizing this demon had an extraordinary background. Titnak and 2 officers ran over shouting, Over here! The female demon fled, hiding behind So Sin. Titnak anxiously asked, So Sin, are you okay? He responded clearly, I already killed this primal demon. The officers were stunned, saying primal demons rarely escape and are even harder to kill. Usually, primal demons are stronger than regular demons. This one's no joke. Titnak laughed. Well done. No wonder you are the hidden master who killed that old demon. You have done great again. So Sen smiled and asked, How great exactly? He explained, in a narrow sense. You saved tens of thousands in Prince Village. Broadly, you saved millions in Han City. Your civilian guard rank might jump from level 3 to level 1. So Sun wondered, what perks does level 1 have? For example, if an elite hunter tries to attack you. What then? Titnak pointed skyward, emphasizing his words. Level 1 civilian guard represents a hero of humanity. Above that is the National Guard rank. Even elite demon hunters can lay a hand on you. Any attack on you, for whatever reason, means betrayal and provokes the elite hunter alliance, and will be severely punished. So Sun turned away, his tone icy cold. If you say so, then I have plans in mind. Titnak was stunned. Plans? What plans? He hurriedly grabbed So Sun's arm. Wait. So Sin, I have something to tell you. As they walked, He shared, "Actually, I rushed to find you for another reason." So Sun tilted his head and softly said, "Captain Tiet." Please speak," Titanhack continued. "Han City has a demon realm about to descend, called the Time Demon, extremely dangerous. Once it arrives, it could destroy all of Han City in an instant. Our exorcism agency tried to attack multiple times but always failed. According to our investigation, the Time Demon is connected to that old demon. You killed that old demon. I want you to intervene at the source of the demon time, the demon world, to break this demon abyss." Susin hesitated. "I am afraid I can do this," Titanhack worriedly said. "I know this is dangerous, but you are the only hope to save Han Than." Susin stopped, his words a bit puzzling. "Captain Tiet, it is not that I do not want to help you, but I can enter the demon world." Titanhack stood stunned, asking why. Susin explained, "Because I am not a true demon tamer yet." The two officers shouted in shock. "He is not a demon tamer yet." Titanhack sighed in frustration. "I forgot Susin is still just an academy student in Han Than." One officer doubted. "No way. If he is not a demon tamer, how could he have killed the old Tao?" Titanhack stroked his chin with interest. "Not a demon tamer but still killed the old Tao. That just shows Susin's talent is exceptional. I have underestimated this kid. A genius like this is rare even among the Demon Tamer Alliance." Saying that, he hurried after Susin. "Wait for me." Meanwhile, at the village gate, they boasted loudly. "Let me tell you all. I would notice something off about village chief early on. I just did not want to stir up trouble then. I planned to finish him off when he was unguarded, so everyone could share the credit. He acted like the victim, who knew all my hard work was ruined by Susin." Two friends nearby added fuel to the fire. "Young master, thy's right. Susin's talent is in sensing demon artifacts. How could he not know young master that wants to handle the demon threat with minimal cost?" They sneered that Susin only messes things up, turning the whole village into demons under Chief He. "Now, will the captain's team manage to fix this?" Brother Loy anxiously asked. "But why has not Susin come out?" They answered bitterly. "After Chief had turned into a demon, he chased Susin. That kid's probably been eaten up. He wants to get out now." Just then, Susin strode out confidently. "If I can get out, you call me dad." They gritted his teeth. "Susin, you are not dead." Susin shot back. "You want me dead that badly?" They pointed at his face, feigning innocence, yelling, "Do you know you almost ruined everything this time? We negotiated, but because of you, the demons went berserk. Your credit should be minimal." Susin did not hesitate and slapped him hard, turning his head aside. "Do you have any shame?" They hissed angrily. "You dare hit me?" Without wasting a move, Susin kicked him hard and said, "It is not the first time I have hit you." The kick made they kneel, face to the ground. He clutched his stomach, yelling, "Classmates, are you just going to stand there?" One student frowned warningly. "Susin, hitting classmates will get you punished." Another worriedly asked if they was bluffing or just did not want to live anymore. Susin ignored them, pulled out his hammer, and said to Thaiko, "It is time to settle our debt." A chill ran down Thaiko's spine. He shouted, "What do you want to do?" A coldness came from Susin's mouth. Thaiko staggered, screaming, "Someone save me. If you save me, I will give you 100 Ming ties." A burly guy stepped forward. "I am hot-headed. Leave it to me." Thaiko smiled happily and turned toward the voice. At that moment, Susin raised his hammer high and struck down like thunder, knocking the guy to the ground. Those watching were so scared they broke into cold sweat. The ominous demon aura was chilling. Susin growled each word. "What are you doing here?" The man knelt trembling. "I am here to bow my head to you." Thaiko held his head, staggering to stand, pain leaving him speechless. Before he could recover, Susin swung his hammer again. "Hired someone to kill me." Thaiko, you really treat my warnings like the wind." The hammer hit his thigh hard, causing unbearable pain. The sound of cracking bones was clear. He clutched his thigh and screamed, "My leg!" Susin said coldly, "I warned you. Next time you touch me, you are dead." Without mercy, he struck the other knee. The other students froze in horror at the brutal scene. Susin has truly lost it. Stay away from him. I never expected Susin to have such a terrifying side. Thaiko's eyes blazed as he shouted, "Quick, inform my parents. Tell my grandfather." Susin raised the hammer again. "No one can save you today." He swung down with all his strength, blood immediately gushing and splattering everywhere. A dry crack echoed, like an egg crushed in a palm. Thaiko's eyes widened, his scream filled with pain and fury. Only now did he realize fear and begged for mercy. Susin stopped, spared his life. "I was wrong." Susin's murderous glare asked him where he was wrong. Thaiko collapsed, crying out, "I should not have sent someone to kill you. I was greedy like a pig dog. It is pointless. I am a descendant of the royal demon. Out of respect for school friendship, I apologize. Please spare me. I won't dare again." With an emotionless stare, Susin raised the hammer high and brought it down. Thaiko's screams echoed down the street. Witnesses were all horrified. This is Thaiko, beaten to death. Susin dared to kill, and even killed a descendant of the royal demon clan, killing like a madman. Gone insane, Thean galloped down from above, shouting, "My son!" The students quickly realized he was Thaiko's father. Thean said, "He is a notorious royal demon. Susin is dead for sure. The Thean frowned and shouted, "Where's my son?" So Sen calmly pointed to the Ko. He snarled through clenched teeth. "What happened to my son?" So Sun's expression was indifferent and brief. "He is dead." The Thean exploded in anger, yelling who did it without hesitation. So Sen stood tall and flat out admitted it. He gaped and screamed, "You little bastard. Why did you kill my son?" So Sen raised a recorder, and Neiko's voice played clearly. "I should not have sent someone to kill you. I was greedy like a pig dog. It is pointless. I am a descendant of the royal demon. Out of respect for school friendship, I apologize. Spare me. I won't dare again." So Sun's voice was sharp. "Heard that he kills me, so I kill him." The Thean, furious and unreasonable, yelled, "Who the hell are you? You think you can compare to the Ko? If that boy kills you, all you can do is stand still and die. If you dare fight back, that is outright rebellion." So Sen frowned, thinking, based on that bastard's words, his son deserved to die. The Thean jumped off his horse like a starving wolf. "I will kill you." Titanak panicked and rushed to stop him. "This is bad. Stop." So Sun remained unmoved, standing still. That shocked the Thean. "Aren't you afraid of dying? You shove hard. Voice steel cold. What is the bluff? You can kill me." Turns out that was just a paper decoy. He snorted coldly. "Fine. Henry can kill my son. Did not expect he could see through me. You are bold." Everyone present was stunned. Didn't expect it was a paper decoy. The Thean did not come in person. The one who came was a paper clone. No wonder he arrived so fast. Before leaving, the Thean threatened loudly, "Wait until I return from the bizarre demon world. If I do not strip you bare, I am not a true they." He spurred his horse and shouted from above, "You little bastard. Just you wait." Titanak stepped forward puzzled. "How did you realize that? I did not notice. It was just a paper clone." So Sen smiled slightly and replied briefly, "Guess so." He thought to himself, "Of course Scaredy Cat told me." She could not sense the royal demon aura on the Thean. Looks like the aura sensing ability of the Scaredy Cat demon is fast and light. Titanak said seriously, "You guessed. You are really gutsy. If that was the real the Thean now, you would probably be done for." So Sen lowered his voice. "Captain Tiet, I have a question to ask. Do you know about the curse?" He answered, "Only high-level primal demons can cast curses. Moreover, primal demons who can cast curses have powerful origins." So Sen frowned. Uneasy, how to break the curse? Titanak pondered, "You need to go to the bizarre demon world to find the source of the curse. As for what that source is, it is hard to say. The specific curse needs detailed analysis." So Sen thought to himself, "I understand now. No matter what, the first step is to get to the demon lord's world." Susun was walking across the schoolyard at that moment. Tuyai called out from behind, "Susun, wait a moment." He turned coldly and snapped back. "Cunt, what do you want?" She approached and said, "I just came back from the demon world after training. I heard you killed Daiko. That bastard always bullied you. He deserved it." Tuyi winked arrogantly. "Don't worry. Stick with me, and I will have your back. The Thay family won't dare touch anyone under my protection." Susun smiled amusedly. This young lady was seriously bossy. Seizing the moment, she leaned in and called me a big lady. So distant. That move made Susun blush and stammer. "So what should I call you?" Tuya smiled sweetly and replied, "Call me master." Susun froze a few seconds, face turning purple. He asked in surprise, "Wait, you just said you came back from the demon world?" Tuyai's eyes shone like a full moon as she smiled and confirmed. Susun frowned thoughtfully. How did a future demon tamer like her get to the demon world? Tuyai blinked and explained. Simple. Joining the demon trial does not require accumulated points. Once you pass, you instantly level up to demon tamer. Now I am a true demon tamer. As she finished, she snapped her fingers with a crisp sound. A skeleton appeared. Tuyai happily introduced, "This is the demon servant I contracted. How about it? Impressive? Right?" Susun's face was ice cold with curiosity. "Demon trial. How do you join?" She closed her eyes. Only veteran demon tamers can enter the demon trial, and it is extremely dangerous. It is a game for gifted monsters, descendants of powerful demon tamer clans. Tuyai looked at Susun with a gentle smile. "Stop overthinking. Just quietly gather your points and be my loyal servant. Then joining the demon tamer exam will be 10 or 100 times easier than the demon trial." Susun turned cold and said, "Got it. Thanks for the info." Tuyai called out disappointed, "Where are you going?" He did not bother to look back, just waved and told her to go sleep. Tuyai stood in the schoolyard shouting, "If you are not with me, the Thay family won't let you off. Wait until thy Thean returns from the demon world. You are doomed." Susun glanced back with a teasing tone. "I am used to being on top." She fumed so much smoke puffed out as she stomped. "Stubborn. Can't you just give in a little?" Susun pondered carefully. The cowardly demon would only besiege for half a month. He had to find a way to enter the demon lord's world within that time. Otherwise, he would have to sell himself as Tuyai's servant. Meanwhile, at the school gate, she glanced around and concluded this was the place. She smiled delightedly, wondering how that kid was doing after all these days. Xiaozi came out while walking, puzzled. "Demon mistress, why did you come here?" The demon mistress snapped furiously. "Z, do you even know how to speak properly? Old. Since when?" He wiped sweat nervously and quickly apologized. "My bad. Do not be mad. Lodine stepped forward and exposed the truth. Not wrong at all. At this age, actually older than me by a few years, you are still dressing like a teenage girl in full demon makeup. Aren't you fooling yourself? She stormed angrily. Old man, do you still need that mouth? I can sew a new one for you. Xiaozi stood between them to calm things down, saying, don't be mad. Dan's been in a bad mood lately. Why did you suddenly come to Han City? Also to deal with the head bubble demon. She sighed tiredly. That is an ancient demon. I am not interested. Then Sei walked in and said, a few days ago, I found a promising seed in Han City. So I came to check it out. Xiaozai hurried after her. Promising seed? You mean kin to you? The demon mistress' eyes lit up. The kind family kid's not bad, but still not enough to make me take a special trip. Lodine interjected. This remote wasteland's demons are weaker than most places by a third. No good seeds here. I do not think you are seeing right. She held her head high confidently. Old man, when I meet that kid later, we will see who is right. Their footsteps echoed down the empty corridor. The demon mistress stopped in front of a cold room and said, this is it. I can sense that kid's aura. Scene shifts inside the dorm. Susain rubbed the female demon's head. He thought, I heard raising intimacy with demon servants works wonders. Lately, I feel closer to the cowardly demon. Suddenly, the female demon startled and shouted, a strong demon tamer is coming. She hurried inside as the knocking kept coming. As soon as Su Sin opened the door, he asked who it was. Old Dian, curious, asked, is this kid really the good seed you mentioned? Susain got excited the moment he saw him. Old Dian, why are you here? Selling demon weapons again? Old Dan shook his head repeatedly, coldly telling him to get lost. The demon hunter clasped his hands behind his back and spoke up. You guys know each other. The young man smiled brightly. Of course we do. Old Dan's bad mood was because of him. The counterfeit demon weapon, which took months to craft, was bought by this kid for dirt cheap. She laughed mockingly after hearing that. I doubt you know he awakened S-tier talent. If lucky, the most abundant thing is spirit energy. Mao said, then turned to greet Su Sin. We meet again, he awkwardly asked. Have we met before? She snapped her fingers and summoned the spirit demon servant. This is my demon servant, not a stranger. Right? Susain respectfully clasped his hands. So you are the senior spirit demon servant inspector. Greetings. Senior. Old Dan's eyes rolled back as he shouted. This kid awakened in steer talent without a single sign. The demon hunter tapped Su Sen's shoulder and explained. Because his talent awakened as a spirit energy violent counterattack. It is almost useless for spirit demon combat. He sneered. Whatever. No matter what, this kid still looks like a waste. Not a good seed. The demon hunter smirked. When he took the spirit demon servant talent test, he did not just wipe out all the demon anomalies in the demon zone, but also brought back a demon weapon. The young man clicked his tongue. Wiping out all demon anomalies is impressive. Fewer than 10 people managed that in each awakening test. She continued proudly, but that is not all. In the end, So Sin successfully signed a contract with a demon servant, and even attracted the pursuit of the head of the Twilight Nursing Institute of the Master World. He also skillfully escaped the chase, completing the demon realm at 120%. The young man gawked. Signing a contract with a demon servant and escaping pursuit from a top-level demon anomaly in the Master World. That is truly shocking. Not even veteran demon controllers can usually pull that off, let alone someone like him. The demoness shivered and asked sharply. Old Tian, got anything else to brag about? Did your face save you? He nodded. I admit this kid has the same youthful style I once had. The demoness expression shifted quickly as she scolded. Shameless. So Sun raised his hand to speak. Senior, since you came looking for me, then fix it. Do not call me senior. Call me sister. Old Teen stuck his tongue out mockingly. He already calling you old lady is small mercy. Now he wants to call you sister. I am gonna puke. The demoness said clearly. So Sin, even though your awakened talent looks useless, your adaptability in battle is your real strongest gift, she hinted. I am looking forward to your performance after you become a true demon controller. Later, when you enter the Master World Demon Realm, you can join my squad. The young man felt like he would just been slapped. Thinking, Ma actually invited So Sin herself. Knowing the demoness valued this kid, Old Teen loudly reminded. So Sin, you better thank Mao quickly. Mass squad is top tier. Not easy to get into. Countless genius demon controllers want in and can T get in. So Sun immediately clasped his hands to thank her. After finishing, the demoness happily left. No more business. If you need help later, just fine. So Sun put on a serious face and confided. Senior, I really do need help. The demoness forced a smile. I was just being polite. He clenched his fist in determination, then clasped his hands to ask her, I want to join the Demon Gate trial. Can you recommend me? She was shocked the moment she heard it. The Demon Gate trial? You want to die? So Sun's eyes were filled with emotion as he replied. I want to live. Mao said. If you want to live, why go to the Demon Gate trial? Only crazy people enter the Demon Gate trial. Future demon controllers with top talents, like you have no place to vent their strength there. She spoke angrily. Going headfirst into death just to get famous instantly. That is just asking to die. The young man quietly reminded. Mao, did not you also join the Demon Gate trial back then? She turned away nervously. No way. I am extremely confident in myself. The demoness lightly placed her hand on So-sen's chest and lowered her voice to advise. So-sen, listen to me. We are not going, he said clearly. Demoness, I am very confident in myself, she frowned and asked. You are serious?